Oh shit! Yeah.
Timing was perfect though.
Wait, that was kind of crazy.
Was that by accident or that was a?
Yeah, that was an accident. I burped.
That sounded.
My man got no control of his body right now, so that's crazy. Yeah, it was really good, man. Untitled Live, episode 95, man. We are 5 episodes away from 100. That is crazy.
Almost there.
Almost there. We got 5 more weeks, man. We're gonna be in that. I think that's gonna be like a September situation. It's gonna be a September show. Yeah, so good shit. It's gonna be nice and hopefully cool. I don't know. This fucking weather is wild. So I don't know how it's gonna look. I don't know if it's gonna be cold, hot. Who fucking knows?
I'm done. It needs to hurry up and be fall already. I'm done.
Yeah, I miss my sweater weather. I love wearing sweaters. I just can't. It's just too fucking hot. It's too muggy.
I love not sweating.
Yeah, Rondo's crazy. It got so crazy that I'm taking like rideshare scooters from my house to the train.
Wow.
Yeah, because by the time I get to the train and get up the stairs, I'm drenching in sweat, and I feel gross already. So like, being 8 hours after that shit with the grundle, nah, I can't do it, man. So we got these little things, these little scooters around. I'm sure you got them around Red. They call Bird, some shit like that. Man, listen, I've been on that shit every day. Especially today. It was like raining and shit. It rained a little bit by my way. So how y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing, bro? Yeah, it rained a little bit. It was a little drizzle. It wasn't too crazy. Yo, 112 in Cali. Nah.
Oof.
I saw like there was like a state. I forgot. I saw it online. Yeah, it was like a crazy monsoon or some shit like that. There was like crazy storms and there was some wild crazy shit.
Oh, that's Kentucky. Yeah, they flooded.
Yeah, that shit is wow.
Kentucky underwater.
Send that shit to the Hoover Dam, bro. That shit is dried up. Send all that water over there.
That shit is the worst, yo. To lose your home in the summertime. There's 2 times when it's the worst to lose your home: the summer and the winter. I mean, no time is a good time to lose your home, but no time is a good time to lose your home. But the summer and the winter really has to suck to lose it, bro. Because it's either too hot or it's too cold in those times, bro. For you to be homeless in the streets.
100, damn, fuck, 112 degrees.
Yeah,
dude, that's like, man, you could fucking cook a steak outside, and I could imagine 112 outside. Imagine when you get inside of a car, you're probably looking at 150.
I ain't tell you about that video about the chick that made a steak inside her car in Texas. That was so hot. She put it like she wrapped it in foil paper. She put it in like
shit with the heat.
She put in like the engine part of her car, like right by the radio or something. Drove her car to like the nearest like Walmart or some shit. Took the shit out, and then the fucking steak was fully cooked.
Nah.
That shit was insane, bro. I'm like, yo.
It's the worst.
That's hot.
It's the worst when you get into a hot ass car, bro. And especially if your car has like leather seats. Bro, that shit's almost like.
Nah, you gotta turn the AC on before you even sit in that shit.
Yeah, you need to like auto start, and you need to like not
be in your remote start, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna go down to 104. I mean, 104 is cooler. I mean, shit, compared to 112. That's just crazy, dude. That's
death heat.
Yeah. So shout out to those folks, man. Hopefully I stay cool.
Check on your old folks.
Yeah, check on your old folks. Yeah, check on the elderly, man. Cause they out here. I mean, to be honest, bro, they be alright. They don't use ACs anyways.
That's why you gotta check on them because they be dying. They the main one dying in these fucking heat waves.
Yeah, my grandmother didn't have an AC. Hell fucking no.
They be the main one hitting the bucket in the heat wave. Then you smell that stench in the hallway. Like,
it'll be a hot ass ceiling fan that had the smallest propellers and the fucking plastic wrap around the fucking sofa. If you sat on that shit for more than 30 minutes at that time, at that heat, bro, you became the couch. You didn't want to get up. It was almost punishment if someone ripped you up from that fucking. That's just no joke, bro.
Yeah, if you're gonna use a fan, you gotta use that fan Morero uses, bro. That fucking
Yeah, yo, that shit's a helicopter propeller, man.
The fucking the sweat. You call those the sweatshop fans? Those is
bro.
Oh my bro, yeah, that's crazy.
I know that fan must feel good, yo. Cause that shit never turned off, bro. You hear that shit all year round.
Oh, yeah.
Like in a wind tunnel.
Well, shout out to Morero's fan. It's keeping the Ricans nice and cool. So yeah, man, we here, man. We made it to another Friday. Once again, if you guys haven't done so, please like and subscribe. We are Untitled Live. We talk about pop culture. We talk about movies. We go left, we go right. You know, sometimes you can get offended. Sometimes you don't. You know, it's hit or miss. We don't know, man. So, you know, if you get offended easily, I would probably suggest not watching this because we talk about wild, crazy shit.
Or you
anyway,
can watch this.
or you can watch this and be mad. But
you can watch this and leave hateful comments in the comment section. We ain't gonna read them, but you can still leave them.
Dead ass, man. So I mean, today we're gonna just talk this shit, man. There's not much news out there. We're gonna just talk the shit. But yeah, man, how was your week, man? How did this week treat you?
My week was hot. It was hot, extremely hot.
What about the job? The job was like they had the AC on because I know the best part was AC on us.
The AC situation is better than it was in the past. I mean, there was one day where they were working on it, so it got really hot. But other than that, like AC is like doing justice this summer.
Yo, that shit, like not to cut into your week, but Best Buy for some odd reason, 835 specifically, out of all the whole entire store. It was very funny and very odd that only the break room had issues with central air. Right? Like nowhere else. Yeah, this is crazy.
It's really pretty sus.
They had that big ass fucking tube going in and shit.
Oh yeah, cause y'all were bottom floor dwellers. Y'all don't even know about the stories of the top floor. Top floor had no air, bro. Y'all bottom floor dwellers, y'all had all the cool AC and all that shit, bro. We had nothing upstairs, bro.
He said bottom floor dwellers. Yo, that's funny as fuck. Well, congratulations to Mr. Johnny Depp.
Wow. Yeah. Depp out here winning.
I like to see Johnny out here winning.
I like to see Johnny out here winning.
Yeah, man. That's that chick, yo. She tried to take him down.
So your week was hot and shit.
It was hot. I mean, working in the store, you know, he's got this derelict ass dude keeps trying to come in and steal the phone. I called him already, took the phone from the dude, told him don't come back. Every day, every morning I work, he's been trying to come in the morning to come back in the store. And I'm like, bro, you're not allowed in here. Get the fuck out of here, bro. So Thursday, I thought I finally got peace. I said, you know what? He ain't showing up. He ain't trying to show up this morning. I got peace. Yo, then I heard the security guard, Juan, was like, yo, Jared, check out the dude coming in. He didn't know the situation. So when I got up and I looked around the corner. Who tried to sneak in at 5 in the afternoon? This dude, like, he thought he'd come at a later time. He's going to avoid me. So he looked, he saw my face. He went like this. Like Jay, he did that. He's like, turn around and walk back out the store. I'm like, bro.
Yo, Juan is still in that bitch, yo. The Juan is the meow meow guy, right?
Yeah, Juan is meow meow.
Yo, that shit had me dying. Yo, meow meow.
Yo, you know, I popped my head around the corner. So dude, like, when you saw he got shot, then he turned around and walked out. So I had to tell the store. I said, yo, this dude gonna keep trying to come in. I don't know if he can. I don't know if they looked out for him today though. He probably got in and got something.
You off today?
Yeah, I was off today.
Oh yeah, so he went right. So the
I
store
have no
last smash
faith.
it.
I have
Let's
no
talk
faith
about
when I'm not
smash
there. Because I'm not there, and another Easter named Paul, he's not there. We're both not there. It's shit going down.
Paul. Yeah, I worked with Paul before, right? That's a Jamaican dude,
Paul
right?
Jamaican dude, yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was good. I started watching Superman and Lois. They have season 2 now on HBO Max.
Surprisingly good, right?
Yeah. Oh no, season 1 was great. The only thing is like what me and Don still complain about is like this the teenage drama shit.
Yeah.
But now it's like they switch it up to like the daughter, because like they have this new character, the daughter of the black guy, John Henry Irons.
Mm-hmm.
His daughter came now, so now she's there with them, and she's like giving the father shit because she don't fit in. I'm like, sis, you got like, where you want to go back to the planet full of Kryptonians that's killing everybody? Yo, like, what the fuck you want to do? You just gotta learn to blend in. She's like, she's just ripping it to the dad. I'm like, damn, yo, fucking grateful teenagers.
Show's good, man. Even the fucking the CG is
Oh, yeah.
is
But
good.
Because it's backed by HBO, Time Warner, not CW shit.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, even the story.
I looked at it and said, it's not CW graphics. This is some real shit.
What's it on?
It airs on CW, but you catch when the season's over, it streams on HBO Max.
Okay.
So I'm watching on HBO Max right now.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, so I'm watching that. I'm trying to finish. I'm watching that and Narcos at the same time. Narcos Mexico. That's gonna have this dude Namor that has Namor in it.
Yeah. Did you watch Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yes, I did. I did the homework, so I'm ready to talk about it today.
Oh yeah, because we talked about it briefly at the Hall H thing.
You did because you saw it. Right? I didn't watch it yet. The replay.
Yeah, you
had finished the replay in one day.
Yeah. We talk about that. What about you, So? How was your week?
Really good.
Do anything special this week, bro?
I went to the aquarium.
Love it.
Yeah, he's trying to leave out the date conversation.
I went to the aquarium with my two sisters, my nephew, and the lady.
Oh, come out the family.
Yeah, we had a good time. So
we're progressive.
Some belugas and some jellyfish and some sharks, some turtles.
Yeah, man. I told them, I said, hey, listen, if you want to go to an aquarium outside of the city, man, go to Mystic, Connecticut.
Yeah,
got a really nice.
And here's the thing is that I didn't even recommend it. My sister was like, I want to go to the aquarium. And I was like, okay, what aquarium? She was like, I want to go to the one in Connecticut. I was like, Mystic? She's like, yeah, that's the one. I was like, okay, great. I was recommending. So I'm with it.
Yeah, they have a really good aquarium out there. The animals don't look sick. They don't look depressed. You go to the Bronx Zoo, man. You want to be an animal activist by the time you finish. You go there. You start off as a member, and then you leave as an activist, bro. Because the way they got those fucking lions fucked up in there, bro. Hell no, man. They all look like Scar.
That's probably because they all been fighting.
I wanna go to before summer's over, but hopefully it gets a little bit cooler. I wanna go to the botanical garden.
I'm a man. You know how to get home.
He said date with the family.
Yeah, look at it. Hey, my man, if you don't hurry up and get home.
Yeah, the Batman shit. Yeah, we was talking about that in the chat yesterday. Yeah, they was doing It's funny. It's funny enough because they do like these tours in the WB lot, and they go around through the like the catacombs and shit, and sometimes they see celebrities, but this time around they saw like both. So you imagine you sitting in the trolley, right, and then you see on your right a whatchamacallit, one of those trailers, and you see Aquaman and you see fucking Batman together. You're like, what's happening here? And he's dressed like Bruce Wayne, and he looks like Aquaman. He's dressed like Aquaman. They're like, yeah, so he's in the movie. Oh, that's it. Cat's out the bag. Yo, WWE can't keep a secret for shit. They're the worst. They're the worst. Yeah. So just a Mystic, man. Yeah. So well, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
So what's different at Mystic Aquarium? They do like they dance and shit.
Yeah. There was a seal show.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so that was fun. Those seals were adorable.
That's definitely
sea puppies.
Coney Island Aquarium, they got that shit, boy.
Coney Island, I think they're renovated. I think it's A1 now, if I'm not mistaken. I think they because I know last time we went, it was like 5% of the park was closed. I mean, 5% of the park was open. I'm like, the fuck? You was in and out in 30 minutes.
They got to see some goldfish.
You know that rumor when they said Disney was supposed to buy that Coney Island area, beach area and shit, and fix it up? I really wish that shit was true.
Yo, imagine.
Rent would go up all over New York instantly. Like,
but I could imagine all the fuck shit to happen if Disney opened up New York, like all the wild crazy shit that would happen.
Oh, you really think the first shit, like when Disney takes that shit over, the first people to go are the niggas in them Coney Island projects. They gonna get rid of all that shit. If Disney wants to take over that shit, they get rid of all that shit. You think they're gonna have hood element around their park?
Yeah,
you think they'll have that shit around their park? Hell no.
I think at one point they wanted to buy Randall's Island at one point, but like Disney, they have like this thing where like they want to buy the land. They don't want to buy just
rent it. Yeah, they don't want to rent it. They want to own it.
They want to own it. They want to become like a sovereign situation, like they are in New York and in Florida.
I'm sorry. What?
They don't pay taxes.
No, they're not gonna sell the Elon.
Nah, Elon ain't buying Disney.
Nah.
Elon is not buying Disney.
Disney wouldn't even do that shit. They wouldn't even allow it.
I know Elon's got money. I don't think he's got Disney money.
No, he doesn't, because you have to.
Nah.
You don't have to. You're not gonna buy them outright for what they're worth. You have to buy for their future worth.
He will have.
So he'd have to probably spend $1 trillion to get Disney. And
he will have to take all his fortune, and he will have to get investors that's just as rich as him to come together to buy it.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get Bezos. You're gonna have to get them Saudi niggas. You're gonna have to get all them Saudi princes and shit. You're gonna have to be a super team.
Yeah, you can't do shit, bro. Like
they gotta put $1 trillion together to get Disney, man.
Disney's a fucking prison, to be honest, bro. You can't even get on that land. You can't even sneak in that bitch. It's a prison. That shit is. They don't fuck around, dude. Even with the ID badges, bro.
Prison on earth.
But you can get in fights there. They don't seem to break that shit up.
Nah, bro. They take your fingerprints, dude. I can't get with that.
Did you see the shit with the fight that broke out at Disney right in front of Peter Pan's fight in the Small World?
No.
Bro, it was a family brawl. It was like one family versus another family, bro. Like they had a full on brawl.
That was last year, right?
No, it was this year.
Oh
last year was you're thinking about the Disneyland shit. That was at Disneyland where the family was fighting each other. It was like the brother and his girlfriend.
That's the one I heard last.
I always forget which one is Disney World and which one is Disneyland.
Disneyland is
California.
California.
Disney World is Florida.
Disney World is Florida. Yeah, Disneyland is not sovereign. Disneyland is rented and shit. It's only in Florida that they're sovereign.
Yeah, I remember the governor's like, "Oh, word, you don't want to do this? All right, we're gonna start paying taxes." I was like, "Nah," and he said not only taxes, he said back taxes.
Bro,
like, you're gonna charge motherfuckers taxes for the last 50 years?
I say, you go after Disney, you're messing with your election campaign. You trying to run for president, you're gonna go after Disney, bro?
Nobody. To be honest, I love Florida, but no one really goes to Florida. Like, if you go there with the family, you're going there to fucking go to Disney or Orlando or any theme park. You don't just,
Bro, you go to Florida. Let's be honest. You go to Florida for Disney, and then the other theme parks come into play after Disney. But everybody mainly goes there for Disney. Bro.
Universal was in the back of my head, and I forgot Harry Potter World was the thing now. And so I was just like, "Oh shit, that's right. I want to do Harry
Yo,
Potter World."
is
'Cause I
it
want
is
to
it Disney or is it? I think it's Universal that has the water park. That shit is crazy.
That's Disney. That's
It's
all
like
I'm talking about.
Islands of
Disney.
Adventure, right? Some shit like that. Islands of Adventure.
No, Islands of Adventure is Universal. That's where Harry Potter and all the rest of them shits is at.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Like I want to go to a lazy river.
Oh, I love
A lazy river.
rivers.
Yo, lazy.
It's got my
yo,
favorite word in
Red,
it. Lazy.
Red, you gotta do lazy river, bro.
No, I'm good. I
That
can't
shit.
swim, so I'm not.
You
No,
need
you don't swim. You
don't
just
swim.
get the donut. You sit in that shit, and you just let it take you.
Yeah.
It just takes you.
Yo,
You're
my
just
dude,
chilling.
Yo,
It's
you
just
said it.
taking you.
You said it and you forget it, bro.
Yeah. Sit.
I wouldn't advise to go to the one that's like a rapid because that shit gets kind of intense. But go for the just the regular shit, like no ripples, just like calm waters.
Just calm water. It just takes you along.
Yo,
It'll just take you in a circle.
yo,
You'll fall asleep in that shit, bro.
when
It's
I
mad calming. It's mad.
When I went to fucking Bahamas, they have Atlantis. They have a lazy river that goes around like Atlantis. It's pretty long, but it's like there's a spot where you can kind of go on the left and it will just stay calm. If you want to go to the right, you can move over to the right, and the right is bonkers. Yeah, I fell asleep on that shit like twice, dude. That shit is no fucking. That shit is so much. It's so calming.
You know, you're gonna wake up burnt because
Yeah,
you're just gonna be sunburned.
yeah, that shit is crazy.
Bro.
Yeah, definitely do that. Put that in your bucket list, man. I really want to do wakeboarding. I want to do that.
You know what's funny? I've never
What's
been
a
like
wakeboarding?
I've never been a water park kind of person though.
Wakeboarding.
Like I've never had interest to go on water parks. Like the most I do in water is like I'll go on a water ride and like a theme park. Like I'll go on a water ride like the log flumes.
Nah, you gotta do lazy river, bro. We got to. All right, cool. So we're gonna put this in the atmosphere. We're gonna put this in the universe right now.
Episode 100. We out to the lazy river.
Yo, we are gonna take Red to the lazy river. Yo, they gotta be one in New York. So anybody in chat that knows about
do you really want to go to one in New York?
Dude, we're not gonna fly out. We're gonna fly Red out unless he wants to fly out to Florida. I mean, there's the water. You don't have to like
dirty ass water from the Hudson.
I wouldn't trust nothing from the Hudson, bro. That shit might sweep you out.
Yo, the shit was looking crazy in the Hudson. Yo, there was mad jet skis out there. It was like 55 jet skis. And it was causing so much of a current, but like waves, it was sinking boats.
That's crazy.
Boats
How do you hear about that?
I think a family got the boat capsized and I think two people lost their lives.
Oh shit.
Volcano Bay next year. Yes, I am doing Volcano Bay. I am doing it. I was looking at pictures. I need to do that.
What is going on with the picture here? What?
She changes her photo and that shit throws me off. And she's very consistent. That shit is every week is something new. Yeah, man, we gotta do it, man. I don't really like roller coasters. Like I like the interactive shit, like the shit like the Guardians shit. Like it's a screen in front of you.
Oh, so you like Disney shit then?
Yeah, I don't like. I used to love roller coasters, but like I get like vertigo. I get vertigo now, so like get on a roller coaster.
I used to love roller coasters.
Welcome to the party.
Niggas too fat.
I used to love roller coasters. That too. Maybe if I lose weight, maybe the vertigo goes away.
Dude, freaking! I'm looking at the Volcano Bay photos, and I just see like the one of the tube slides. That just reminded me of a video I saw where somebody got stuck in that shit. They said whoop, and then just came right back down. They were stuck in there. It was like woof.
The tube slides are funny. I mean, they fun as long as it's just going down. If there's one that goes up, no, because there's a possibility you go right back.
Yeah.
And you get stuck in the void. And luckily that person got stuck like in the transparent part. Just imagine you got stuck when it's the dark fucking shit. You can't see nothing.
You're just getting kicked in the face.
Oh my god, I'm having anxiety to think about it.
Tube slide, bro. The one, there's too little water in that shit. When I look at that shit, sometimes like I watch like YouTube videos where somebody give you like the first POV of the tube slide. I'm looking like there's very little water in that shit, yo. So like if you're a big dude, you very possibly could get stuck in that shit, yo.
Yo,
Not even.
I tell you one thing, bro. So when I when I went to the Bahamas, right? There's a one of those big kind of like those slides, kind of just goes down and they time you how fast you go down. So like so when I got to the top, there was like kids in front of me that was kind of like trying to break each other's records and shit. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like they wild, like it's like 3 seconds or some shit like that, or 4.4, some shit like that. And I went on that shit. You know, us big dudes.
Gravity, that weight is
That
going down.
gravity
Yo.
pulled you, huh?
Yo, bro, I was like, phew, yo. I broke all their records. Yo.
Bro, hell yeah, bro.
Yo.
That weight is coming down, bro.
Yo, that shit is no fucking joke, bro. I went down that shit and because when you get to the water park, your body goes crazy. Like I went, right? But then when I got up, it was like, yo, look at the score, look at the time. I'm like, oh shit. Yo, what the fuck?
Man went down in 1.24 seconds.
Yo, I forgot the number. I know I have it on video because my brother-in-law recorded it. I have it. It's somewhere around me. I gotta find it. If I find it, I'll share it with you guys. But yo, I didn't even, it was just so fast. I'm like, damn. I almost made it to like the curb of the pool.
Was it one of the ones that have the?
No,
that
it's just
straight into it.
Straight down, and then like a little bit of a curve into like the breakaway water, whatever.
So you skipped along the top.
Yo, I skipped like a fucking rock, dude. I hydroplane. Yo, that shit. Yo, what makes me laugh what makes me laugh the most is the video of it's like this Mexican dude that's sliding down in that Mexican theme park, and they call him Gordo, and did you ever see that video before?
No.
Yo, my man caught air, but you can tell his friends was like having a good time because hold on, I gotta share this shit. He's like, Gordo.
I want to try one of those that go down and then shoot you up in the air. I want to see my life flash before my eyes.
I never know about those slides with the drop, man. I'm like, what if you just like miss the slide completely as you drop it? You go right off the side and shit. Like,
that's that crazy shit that that freaking you probably seen it. They go down the water slide that has that curve, but there's nothing on top, so they end up just falling over. It's like, no.
Yeah, you see people fly right off that shit. Yup.
Yep.
All right. This shit is hilarious, bro. And you can hear his boys like, Gordo.
Aviéntate, gordo. Si no, para parar el video, porque. Vale, aviéntate.
No mames, gordo.
Aviéntate, no seas cool, hombre. No pasa nada. Del agua no vas a pasar, güey. Dale. Demuéstrale que eres allá de Puerta de Mangos, Nayarit, donde se hizo la banda Cora.
You think about life.
Ahí va. Juan Cosío.
No mames, gordo.
Le valió madre, güey.
That's the shit I want to do, man. Yo, that man went flying.
He caught so much air, bro.
Bro, he looked like a flying squirrel, bro.
You feel weightless. I tell you, man, you feel weightless.
Yeah.
But crashing down is another story, though.
You better hope you don't land flat on your chest, bro. That shit gonna hurt. Your shit just be red.
Oh man!
That's like you only gotta do cannonball formation.
If you can get there.
Yeah.
If you can get there. If you can find a way.
Your reflexes just freaking take over once you off that shit.
You might think it,
that's true,
you might think, yeah.
I was going to say until you actually doing it.
Yeah, that shit is no fucking joke, man. Yeah, man, I definitely want to do something like that. That'd be fucking cool to do, like shit like that. I love water parks, man. Cause like I'm a big dude, so I feel like self-conscious being out there with no shirt. But I could rock like one of those like
tank tops,
those tank tops or like a rash guard or some shit like that. end up like
You
Miles
could do it old
Morales
school,
and
like
stuff,
in the
man.
'50s, where they just had that one whole piece, the short bottoms, and then with the suspenders.
Nah, man. If I could get this weight off, man, then hopefully, man.
Oh, we out to the gym.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I might just do it, bro. I might do it at lunchtime.
Yeah, the
That sounds
lunchtime.
like a
Let's
good
go.
idea. I got that VIP, man. Oh man, I didn't even get to my week yet. It wasn't even.
Yeah, how was your week, Fresh?
It wasn't even important, bro.
It was.
It was super slow. It was like, actually, it was very trying. This week. This week was like my manager really kind of like pushed me to do like better. He's like, yo, bro, I want you to do better. I want you to do like, I need you to manage your time better. I'm not sitting there like I was getting like offended, like I manage my time, bro. No, I wasn't, because today I managed my time and my day was much easier. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me do this from now on. Let me just manage my time and do my projects and get them done at a decent time. So yeah, I had a good time. What else did I do? Nothing else. Actually, I follow this channel. It's called Goon Squad, and these guys they get like salvage cars, they rebuild them, and they sell them. Sometimes they sell them, but they have so many cars, and they'll have like 80 videos just for one car, because every other day there's a new episode, and it'll be like a new part of the car that they fix and shit. So these guys got super big. I've been watching them for like at least 4 years now, and they have a big ass fucking garage. They building these cars. So they bought a new salvage car. It was a Porsche GST, something like that, a very high end car, and it was like totaled, like fucking frame was all bent and shit, and they decided to like take some of the quarter panels off and shit and cut them in pieces and sell it on a merch shop. So I was like, fuck, I was fortunate enough to get it, and it got shipped to the mail. So like it's a piece of a Porsche with them signed. They signed the.
Oh shit!
So this is part of the total car. I don't know what part of the car this is coming from, but I'm happy that it's not like fucked up, because there was pieces they sold that you could see like the damages. But I'm glad this really like no blemishes on this piece.
That's dope.
So yeah, so Goon Squad, shout out to them. So it's
You gotta frame that shit.
yeah, I gotta do something with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been watching those.
Ink come off.
What else did I do? Last Saturday, I had Soul come out to my house. We was playing with toys, like my wife would say. Brought down a couple of like hot toys, and we did like a photo shoot.
Yeah, bro.
I had a good time.
Play the slideshow.
Do I have the slideshow?
No, we don't got one.
No, I don't got one. Nah,
I kind of hope it would just magically happen, but.
So we took down some. We took some photos of some hot toys, and I'm gonna start posting it on my Instagram, because I'm back on Instagram, baby. I'm back. Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Oh, you got quite a few views on that the TikTok. You posted.
Which one? The Spider-Man one or the Batman one?
Both of them. Well, I think they're both over 400. No.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So there's always a market for viewers for collectibles. I call them collectibles. I call them figures. My wife calls them toys. It's like, oh, you playing with toys? I'm like, can you stop it?
Mm-hmm.
They're not toys. I don't sit around and play with them. I pose them, and I make them look cool. And I have friends come over and take photos of these said collectibles. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So Falcon and Winter Soldier that Saturday as well. Sat right through the whole entire thing. Great. We're gonna talk about that later. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else, nothing too crazy. But yeah. So moving on, man, we're gonna just talk about, I guess, news.
The news.
No, I was on TikTok, and I'm seeing a lot of videos, bro, and it's crazy. Like the fandom, the toxic levels of like this whole like Black Panther shit that's happening between like Mexican people, indigenous, as well as African American people, it's wild. There was a guy that posted. He was like, "Hey, you know, I don't understand why they inserting Hispanics in Black Panther." Da, 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 da. Like, there's a whole there's like a whole shit show on what's happening with that. And I'm like, damn, bro, like just enjoy the flick. You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
not even like
word.
it's not like. And I'm sitting here like, yes, you know, the characters are being occupied by Hispanics, but like it's not Hispanics. It's
You know,
indigenous.
you know what's funny?
It's Mayan fucking
You know what's funny?
mythological mythos.
People
Atlanteans.
complaining. Yo, they didn't even have to put Hispanics in it, yo, bro. They didn't have to make the Atlanteans as Hispanic people. They didn't have to do that. Like, why are you complaining? They even got representation. Because they easily could have made Namor a white man, and that'd have been the end of it.
That really would have been bad.
I think what the people are really like. I think what one side is complaining about is like people are saying representation, but like taken away from like the indigenous Mayan culture. Like, you know, that's not. Yes, it was in that vicinity of Mexico and South America, but like they were there before the Spaniards came and all that shit. Like, it's indigenous, so people feel like the Mexicans and the Hispanic community is taken away from that aspect because it's not like he's supposed to be an Hispanic man. Like, the language he speaks is going to be Mayan language, so like people just feel like it's being sucked away from.
I mean, I get what you're saying when you're explaining it, but the Mexicans are descendants of those people. They're like, I mean, they are those people. Like, that's why they have very strong like jaw features and very strong pronounce. Sometimes their nose are very pronounced and their skins are a little rugged because they are that people. That's how the people were. They come from them. So I mean, yes, if you can't find actual Mayans to play, you're gonna go to the ancestors, which is the Mexicans, to play them.
Well, the whole entire like South American, all like that whole region. It makes sense, but like, you know, I see what some people are trying to say, but also like, hey, it's a character. You know what I'm saying? Like Red said, like they didn't need to make him a Mayan fucking.
Because Namor is white in the comic book. He's not that.
You know what I mean? Like they're not even like in the movie. They're not even calling them Atlanteans. They're not Atlanteans. Like, they are Atlanteans in the comic, but in this movie, they're not Atlanteans. They are. I don't want to fuck up whatever civilization they're from because I don't really know that world.
They could be Mayan, Inca.
I know it's Mayan. This says Mayan, so I just don't know like as a whole what you call that. But that's just putting the Jaguar God. Yo, I love it. I fucking love it. It makes it's. As I'm sitting here, I'm like dissecting this movie and kind of like understanding, like, all right, cool, we're not gonna get a Black Panther. I get it, fuck it, I'm tight. But like as a fan of the storytelling and the beautifulness, I really want to see it. Also, there's like some really good fucking theories going on, saying that Black Panther at the end is not Shuri. That Shuri is not gonna be Black Panther in this one. They're saying that Nikita is going to be donning the suit for a very short time.
DK Lego already spoiled it with a pre-order toy release. Yeah, it was Shuri.
Yeah, but they don't always get it right though. They don't always get it right. And mind you, if you look at the end when you see that Black, it doesn't like Letitia Wright is mad skinny, and that is not like it.
Did you see her in this movie though?
Huh?
Her arms is brolic, bro. Did you not see her like she gave Riri Williams that pound? Yo, that's some muscles in there, man. That she's not the same little scrawny girl from the previous Black Panther.
Yeah, she if they managed to redo that heart-shaped herb, to save someone.
I got my theory that it might be is it Nakia or Nikita?
Nakia.
Yeah. Because I'm like, hey, that's, you know, because we still theorizing that maybe he has a kid And in that trailer, you see what's her name grabbing a kid when Wakanda was flooded. So I'm like, why would a kid be in the throne room? Is that his son? Is that is that the reason why Black Panther passes away? He saves his son, use the beads to give it to him, survives, he drowns.
Well, here we go.
Maybe,
Here we go.
maybe,
Theorizing.
Here we go with the crazy theories. Here we go.
no, let me
He's been right a few
express
times.
myself. Let me express myself. Right, he gets buried with his suit. Right, he gets buried with the not in his suit, but like with the beads. Right, so there's no suit. Right, Killmonger's suit is still probably around, so maybe that's the reason why the color palette is the same. The Jaguar shit is because that's Killmonger's suit, so they probably using that suit to fight whoever it is. I don't know.
There's a third suit.
There's the original suit. The original suit when
There were 3 necklaces when she gave T'Challa his necklaces. There was 3. There was one the necklace she gave T'Challa. There was the one that was Killmonger's suit, and there was another one that was on another mannequin that just showed the necklace. It didn't show the suit though.
Right. Yeah.
let me see, they released Lego. Yeah. I seen it. I posted it in the group chat. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like it's just too easy to make her. I don't even think she wants to be Black Panther. I think as an actor, I don't even think because she was having a hard time in that panel. Like she just really didn't want, because she knows gonna be a lot of backlash. I know people gonna talk shit about her, saying that she shouldn't be this, shouldn't be that.
I mean, I'm not gonna take it out on her. Now you already know how I feel.
Yeah,
and I'm not
Yeah.
And I'm not taking it out on her. I'm not like. I hope she crushes the role. I really do. Like I'm not gonna take it out on her at all. And like whoever gets the Black Panther mantle, I hope they crush it and I hope they kill it. Like I hope they do good with the movie. Am I gonna be disappointed that it's not T'Challa? Of course I'm gonna be disappointed, but I'm not gonna go against and wish bad for the movie like other haters do when they don't get their way. I still want the movie to succeed. I still want, our black people, our black people, our Hispanic brothers and sisters out there to get their money and succeed and become successful. And I hope they make another $1 billion off of this movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Oh, welcome to the panel, Fresh Prince. Welcome.
Yep.
Yeah, your beard lineup is looking super on point today, y'all.
Appreciate it. I do it myself, so I appreciate it.
But yeah, man. I've also been hearing a lot of talk about Sekhmet possibly being brought up with Bast in this movie too. Because in the Civil War, T'Challa said, death is only the beginning. He said, when we reach death, we reach out with both hands to Bast and Sekhmet. So I'm wondering if you're going to see Sekhmet and Bast in this movie.
I mean, who knows, man? There's a lot of theories, man. Even with the whole when I wake up, it's the Black Panthers, and like what Fresh Prince said last time, like maybe Shuri goes to the ancestral plane, does not see Chadwick, does not see Black Panther, or maybe sees him in the Panther form, right? But interacts with Killmonger, right? And if Killmonger said that he wants to be buried in the sea, in the ocean, who knows if the Atlanteans, they're called Atlanteans, but the Atlanteans find his body resurrected. There's so many fucking things that can possibly happen.
They're the Talokans.
Right?
Yeah, Talocan.
Yeah, so
that's what the kingdom is called anyway. So I guess some play on that.
And because Fresh was telling the story about how they're getting backlash from the Hispanic community about Namor and the rest of them.
Yeah, I was listening. I don't even really want to comment on that. I think y'all really said pretty much all there is to say. I mean, people. I mean, I get passionate about this stuff too. You know what I'm saying? It's about certain things, but people just find anything to complain about. Like, I don't understand how you gonna say why are you putting Hispanics in this movie? It's like take what's being given to y'all right now. Like this hasn't been done before. Like, and even Tanakh Huerta said it. Like this is for all the brown kids in the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he appreciates them doing something big with the first movie and allowing them to usher them in through the sequel. It's like, be appreciative of doors that's being opened for y'all. Like at the end of the day, y'all get another character somewhere, DC somewhere, even Marvel down the line. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Fresh. It's just be appreciative.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, bro. It's a movie. Enjoy it. Enjoy the characters. Enjoy the acting. Enjoy the fucking representation, and however lens you want to see it. You know what I mean? It's a fucking movie, bro. These people are very. You could tell, like, this cast is very appreciative on getting this role. Like, these are people
hear him talk about it. That man is in love with them. He's in love with the Black Panther cast, bro. He's like, yo, I love these guys and everything like that.
Like, you don't understand. Like, when you see that panel and you see when they show the trailer and it ends and you see like the cast hugging and crying, is like, bro, like there's a lot of like hurt in this situation, right? But there's also a lot of love. Like they made sure like whatever happens here, this has to be love. And then even with the other cast, the new members, like, you know, they just hugged and is enjoying what they created, because they know what they created. You know what I mean? Ryan Coogler doesn't do that kind of shit. Like, you know, a lot of directors kind of like leave certain actors in the dark. They will never know the final product until they watch it. Ryan Coogler is very, very big on visibility. So his characters know the story. They know where it's going, and they've probably seen it a few times before the premiere. So, dude, I'm just happy that we're getting new characters, Namor. Like I don't know this actor. I know that he was in Narcos, but I don't know his work.
He's fairly new.
Well, yeah, but like, yeah, I think that's maybe his first role, and then this is his first movie role, right? And he looks badass, dude. He looks badass, dude. Like that shit. We don't know anything about the Mayan coach. I don't know anything about him, right? This might teach me some things, because I know that Ryan Coogler is big on like keeping things like authentic. Like there's nothing
he might take little pieces, not just the Mayan, but all the Incas and different, like, cause that's the same thing he did with the Black Panther. He took different pieces of different African tribes and culture, and he blended it all together for Wakanda. So he may do the same thing for Namor's people, where he just takes different pieces of the, you know, Incas, the Mayans, and he blends it all together into those people. And he's at the same. They're representing all that culture at the same time.
He is because I think some of the other, I think the blue folks are from different like tribes, like just like M'Baku and Black Panther. You have different tribes within Wakanda, and these are different tribes. And I think the main goal here is for Atuma, right? Atuma. I think he's trying to take over, and I think he's trying to like frame Namor on the what you call it, on whatever, you know, the flooding of Wakanda. And I think Wakanda is probably blaming Namor for that. And he's like, I didn't have anything to do with that. Or maybe he was coerced to do it.
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
So like maybe he didn't know. Like maybe he was told a story like, hey, this is what they did. They killed your dad. You know what I mean? Like your pops died, and it was somebody from Wakanda, and he had this chip on the shoulder this whole entire time. Yeah. He's like, fuck it, do it, attack him.
That's what I was saying last week. That's what I think it is. I think, they're gonna try to set it up on something like that. Like, they killed your pops, and man.
Yeah, almost how they did with Zemo and T'Challa's dad. Like they blame Bucky for the whole shit, and it was Zemo that was pulling the strings. And I think that this time around we might be getting Dr. Doom pulling some strings. Maybe he is like helping Atuma to do some things that, you know, hey, listen, you want the throne? I got you, but this is what you got to do. You know what I mean? That'll be fucking dope to see, because you can really bring in a big bad in this situation. Because as long as the stakes are high, dude, Doom is gonna fucking crush it regardless. But hopefully they do Doom right. If that's right, if he's in this movie, I really hope like they do him right. Like give us a, you know, I don't really care about. I don't really
think they're gonna show him in this movie.
Yeah, I really don't gatekeep when it comes down to like looks.
Yeah.
I don't gatekeep like when it comes down to looks from the comic book. Like I don't care as long as it's somewhat similar, I'm cool. But I think Doom has to be one of the few that has to be like
Yeah.
somewhat accurate.
Authentic.
Yeah, like we need to see that. We need to see the accuracy in that. Maybe not the super green cloak, but give us like some kind of like a darker shade of green. You know what I mean? But it has to be. I know we're not gonna probably get that tunic, but if we do, I'm fine with it.
I need that.
That tunic is probably gonna be a hard sell.
Or something that can visually, you know, they do
like a stash. It could be a stash.
So I'm not even gonna complain like that. Like, yeah, something that just gives off that silhouette. You know what I mean? If it's something that's similar, color doesn't have to be specific. I'm with you, but something that gives off that basic updated silhouette. If you want to update it, I'm fine. But I need something that it's like, yeah. As soon as I see it on screen, like, yeah, that's.
And
him.
he has to be a menace, bro. He has to be like, no lie. He needs to be big. He needs to be like fucking like.
Y'all not seeing that dude to Fantastic Four, bro.
We're not gonna get.
Y'all not seeing it to Fantastic Four.
I think that we might get him in this movie. That's just me. I hope that we don't get him in the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's a hope. Hope.
Nah, I don't think they're gonna wait that long. You need to build him up, yo. You gotta build him up.
Yeah.
I don't think they could wait all the way until Fantastic Four.
They already,
I'm not saying you gotta show him now.
They already started
allude to him, say his name.
They showed Latveria Moon Knight, so now you already know he's gonna be appearing soon. Cause they showed Latveria Moon Knight.
I mean, they showed the cat.
See, I believe that too, but they still ain't confirm it literally. So
yeah.
I need something. I need something tangible.
It looks like Latveria. They when they did like matchups of a comic, it looked like everything matched. So I believe it too, but I like to get confirmation as well.
Yeah.
Because they really didn't get into the meat and potatoes on why he was there.
I mean, to me, automatically, like when I seen it, I'm like, that's it. But then I'm like, all right, let me see what this has to do with the story. And it really didn't have nothing to do with the story. But then you think about the fact that he took the Scarab from there. Like, I'm thinking Doom might be this random dude that's in the background already. Like, maybe they do it retroactively or whatever. But Sharon Carter was talking to somebody, talking about, yo, we got these weapons and all that. We got the Scarab could have been a relic that Doom had in his treasure room or whatever too. Don't make him. Don't make him a fucking. And the dude from Ant-Man too.
Which one?
The dude from Ant-Man was talking about the dude that was in Ant-Man and the Wasp. I forgot his name, but he's everywhere. But the dude that was basically trying to steal the joint. Yeah. Goggins. Yeah. Him. So yeah, the dude that was like, yo, we got a buyer that we're doing this for, whatever. It could be Doom. We know Doom and we know how he moves. He could be getting all these different type of relics and all these different things that play into magic, space, quantum shit, all that to do whatever he's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So it could be him.
We know what he's trying to do. They gave you the Avengers title, bro. Secret Wars.
Yeah. But we don't know what it is, why though. We don't know why yet though. Why would he be setting up Secret Wars now?
Because Doom wants to run everything, bro. You already know it. In Secret Wars, he was a god, bro.
Right.
He was using the powers of the Beyond to be like a god, bro.
I really hope they don't make like Doom like start off as like some kind of like black market fucking treasure hunter or some shit that just collects fucking treasure. Like, don't fucking do that. Don't make
Indiana Jones.
Not for anything though. He kind of is. Bro. He's a black market collector. He can collect all the stuff so he could do his deeds with, bro. All the mystical cosmic shit. He's gonna have somebody collect it.
He's definitely showing up in the next either this year or next year. I say within the next 2 to 3 years, he's gonna show up. I just hope that he's not showing up in Fantastic Four because people are gonna just associate him with Fantastic Four. He needs to be his own thing.
Yeah,
he needs to be his own thing. Yeah, he needs to be his own thing, but yet have a deeper tie with them.
He might get a series before that. We still got a lot of stuff to plug in for that year too, so he might get a series before that Fantastic Four movie comes out.
I don't know about the
Whatever
series,
they
bro.
do, we
I don't know about
need
the
something.
Fantastic
I don't
Four.
need-
That's the villain.
Didn't
man.
Howard Stern already say he was already down there to shoot the shit?
Howard Stern shoot what?
Yeah, Howard Stern.
Y'all never heard that?
He was recording his show, and then he thought he was offline, and he was
doing
speaking
a
to
commercial
Robin.
break. It was
He
a
during
hot
a commercial break, and he talked about it was a hot mic, and it was him talking, saying, "Hey, he's in development or some shit about Doctor Doom. A story about Doctor Doom."
Yeah, he was saying in the summer he got to go somewhere to shoot for Doom.
Wow.
So
What a
you know,
cat.
yeah, that shit that broke about a
That's
month
too
ago.
that's too random for it not to be true for me. Like Howard
Yeah.
Stern of all people, that's too random. It's got to be true. Like
Unless he is interviewing Doctor Doom.
Yeah, that's what
no,
I'm
that's what I was
Yeah.
saying. Like
Yeah.
as far as the character, yeah, I think he's gonna be the dude that's talking to Doom, and they're gonna base his series off the diary or the memoirs of Doom. That's what I think it's gonna be.
Yeah, he has to. But we need him to establish himself before because we need to. We all know how gangster Doom is, right? But for the casual watchers, they need to understand why he's so gangster, right? They gotta bring that down, right, and build him up. So, and that's what I'm saying. I think that he's gonna show up very soon because they have to really
Yeah.
build him up.
You
gotta
think
start
Secret Wars is
sprinkling
gonna
them
have God Emperor Doom?
Yo, Secret
Yeah,
Wars.
Better.
Yo,
It better.
Secret Wars. Yo,
Fuck out of
Yes.
here.
Flash. Secret Wars is gonna have everybody in this bitch, bro. They are fucking gonna let their nuts hang with this fucking movie. This is the end of the multiverse.
I'm glad I took a sip.
Yep.
Yo, this is
Have
the
fun,
end.
man.
Yo, it's gonna be everybody's gonna be in the bitch. If they don't have all the Peter Parkers, Wolverine, yo,
Hugh
different
Jackman,
variants,
all of them.
it's almost gonna be like
All
the
of
end
them.
of Endgame when he goes Avengers
Yeah.
Assemble, but you're gonna have
Yeah.
everybody.
You got Thor core in there. You got
Yo.
all the
Oh
Hulks.
my
Yo,
god.
all the Hulks in it.
bro.
You got
Bro.
That
mind
shit is
you-
gonna be orgy fest, bro.
you-
Orgy.
Oh my god, they might bring Maestro Hulk. Yo, they bring Maestro Hulk in fucking Secret Wars, bro.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
They still haven't announced the director for that movie. They announced the director of Kang's Dynasty.
It's gonna
And
be the
it's-
Russo brothers, man. No doubt. It's
Kevin
gonna be the Russo
Kevin
brothers.
Feige said that I think he's lying, but he said
He's
it on the
bullshitting.
interview that he said they're not involved, and that's kind of
He's
fucked up
bullshitting.
because they talked
He's
about
bull-
this shit.
Yeah,
They brought that shit in fruition in Endgame. Like we need to
Yeah.
do Secret Wars.
yeah.
So
Secret Wars lit, bro. That's when you had Secret Wars. Doom had everything, bro.
Everybody.
It took Mr. Fantastic and the Molecule Man and a whole bunch of people to team up, just to get
Right.
Doom alone. They had to start a whole war just to distract Doom from
Right.
them sneaking up on him to beat him. Bro, bro, that is the most lit shit ever, bro. Oh man,
nah, that shit. That
Yo,
shit.
literally, it could fix everything. Like, if they want to bring back people, Secret Wars.
That's what they're gonna
Wars,
do,
man.
bro.
You want to
That's what they're gonna do.
change people? Secret Wars. Like, you want to change the
Yeah.
active? Secret
Yeah.
Wars. Secret Wars can
I think-
fix everything.
That's the whole point.
Yo, Secret Wars is gonna be fucking crazy, bro. That shit has to be like a 3-hour movie, right? It can't be
Hell
2
yeah.
hours. 3-hour
Hell yeah.
movie, and that shit's gonna be a CGI fucking fest, bro. You're gonna have
Hell yeah.
everybody and their fucking mother in this shit. If you thought Endgame had cameos, no. Secret Wars, pick up a fucking comic, and you see for yourself.
Oh God, like
See for yourself who's in this bitch.
I can't fuck it. See, that's the one. We got to stay alive now. We got 2 years. We need to stay
Oh
alive.
yeah, and what's crazy is only 2 years away. So
Yeah.
that really means they're gonna start filming this shit like next year,
Yep.
right? So we're gonna get fucking leaks out of fucking leaks, and it's gonna be wild. And mind you,
Don't forget all the shit ton of
and if it's-
rumors.
and if it's
This
two
is where the
different
fun
directors,
begins.
If it's two different directors, that means it's not being shot back to back. I mean, they're being shot back to back, but they're being shot separately. It's not like one film and they cutting it, because now you have two different directors kind of helming shit. So I don't know how Marvel's gonna do this, but this might be a delay, like Sting said. But I don't
they'll do it. They'll do it like they did Black Panther and Infinity War. They shot them at the basically at the same time on lots across from each other.
Yo, if they bring back Iron Man, if Iron Man comes back,
they're doing it. You got to do that shit, bro. Because he said there's no way he's coming back unless the story makes sense. That's the only way you bring this dude back that makes sense.
You know what also will bring him back? He ain't doing nothing right now.
He ain't
doing nothing now, bro. He thought that he thought he had stock, right? Yeah. After that shit, he did the fucking what was this fucking Dr. Doolittle shit, right?
Yeah.
But he is doing that shit with Christopher Nolan. That what's that shit called? Oppenheimer, some shit like that. That's
he wants.
He's in that.
Yes.
Oh shit.
He's the main.
I know he wants to
I thought Cillian Murphy was the main dude.
No, there's three main characters, and they let him go gray. Like he's not using dye. My man is white. My man has white hair. Straight up.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They have a teaser for it, or you just saw like shots?
There was a teaser in front of Jurassic Park. It didn't come out publicly. It came out. If you want to go see Jurassic Park, they showed it.
I just keep seeing the picture of Cillian Murphy all the time.
Nope, is in front of Nope.
Okay.
If you go see Nope, you'll see a teaser of that movie.
Oh, you saw it?
Oh shit.
No, online they talked about it.
Oh, okay. I was like, yo.
You about to get jealous?
Yeah, I was to get jealous, bro.
You saw it?
Yeah, I need to see that.
I know he wanted to do Sherlock Holmes 3.
Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, I've been
that movie.
I'm waiting for that shit
forever, bro.
That movie needs to happen already. It should have been
He's trying to get Johnny Depp on it, so I think that's why it's taking so long.
Ooh,
I think we spoke about this in the show. Yeah, they're trying to get bring them. If you bring fucking Johnny Depp, dude, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm done.
Yeah, me too. That's gonna be crazy.
Bring him back. Bring him as a villain. I want to see Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna come as.
He has to be a villain. He has to be a villain.
Of course.
He got shitted on as Grindelwald, and he was a great villain.
Mm-hmm.
Man, listen.
That's WB law, so they messed
give us content, man. Give us shit that we want to see. Not we was talking about it earlier with the whole Ben Affleck, the whole
I still ain't watching that damn movie.
The whole leak of him being in Aquaman 2. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to we know about the Amber Heard shit, but
yeah, come watch it.
Did you know to forget about what happened?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Watching that damn movie.
Yeah, well, man, that's a smoke screen and a half right there. They're trying to blow smoke up your ass. Hey, listen, see, Bruce Wayne is in it. You guys, the Snyderverse, right? You guys like that?
Yeah,
he's in it.
Yeah, I still need you to cut Amber Heard out the movie. That'll get me coming in. I'm gonna ask somebody who's seen it too. Yeah, she out the movie. I ain't gonna go in there and see it first. And they get caught when she pops up. I'm gonna ask somebody who actually seen it. Ever heard of the movie? Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna see it then. Thank you.
Don't worry. I'll tell you because I'm.
Nah, you gonna lie to me.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. No, I probably will lie to you.
You will lie to me. Just laugh about it later when I rage out about it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I probably won't lie to you.
Yeah. I will pay money. Cool. I will pay money. I will pay money to lie to him, only to be in the same theater as him, to hear the reaction when he sees Amber Heard. This motherfucker.
Right? Word.
Oh
man, I gotta stick to my guns, bro.
Funny. That would be hilarious, dude.
I stick to my guns, yo.
I'll be. No, listen. I promise, bro. I will be true. I'm gonna see it opening night, always, right?
WB did Johnny Depp dirty, man. She should have lost some. She should have lost some gigs or something, man.
I don't think she's getting booked right now. I think it's looking real dry for her.
Aquaman still sitting her ass.
WB is like, yo, you know what? Amber Heard did all this shit, man, but Ezra Miller is fucking, kidnapping people. He's been in terror in fucking Hawaii. He hasn't got. They can't do nothing. WB wishes they can get rid of Ezra Miller, right? But they can't because they made him. It's like 3 of them in the movie, so you can't really buff out 3 people, 3 Ezras in this fucking movie.
Fans are so dumb. They said just grab Grant Gustin from the TV show and put him at the movie.
No, they're trying to get Elliot.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Posted that shit, man. They're talking about getting Elliot Page or some shit like that.
That's another one too. Yeah, that's
crazy to me, bro. That is crazy to me,
bro.
You know what?
I legit saw somebody say, they said get Grant Gustin from CW and just have him be the Flash.
Yeah, I'm with it, bro.
He's a good Flash.
He is though.
We love him more than this dude anyway, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's definitely a way better Barry. Way better Barry.
Damn, that shit crazy.
I gotta watch the
I
new
like his
season.
Flash. I do like his Flash. I can't front.
Flash now, bro. Oh, Flash is crazy. Flash is last season. That Flash season is all over the place.
They just
I fell off, man. Yeah, I fell off with it though. I was riding for.
They want to see what season 9 now.
Yeah, I just heard they're about to go to a season 9. I think next year.
Last season I saw was with the kids, and I thought that was all resolved, and I thought everything was that was the end of the show. And then fresh out, he's like, "Yo, did you see the Flash is crazy?" I'm like, "Oh, you haven't watched it?" He's like, he's just like, "Nah, there's some new shit." I'm like, "Oh fuck, I gotta catch up."
Dude, when I saw Flash,
I
saw Flash having a lightsaber battle, I lost my shit.
Oh, you put out lightning out of his hands?
My dude, I said, what the fuck is this?
I did see that.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, you didn't lose it when he was throwing thunderbolts like Zeus? You ain't losing when he was throwing thunderbolts like Zeus? My man was like...
This shit's starting to tread on like supernatural territory, man. They gotta keep coming up with new shit to give.
What's crazy for us fans, right? We see it as it being silly, but to be honest, like these shows are like how comic books are over the top, right? This is like a comic book over the top. Like you're gonna see wild, crazy shit in comics. You're just seeing this on screen. I don't connect with these characters. That's why. But there's a whole fan base. There's a reason why that shit is so many fucking seasons because people are asking for this shit. These are like.
I mean, I watched it.
Some of the decisions that they was making is like fan recommendations. So there's somebody out there saying, "Hey, can you throw lightning bolts?" Like someone's asking for this shit.
He's probably done it in the comics. He's like Flash has more abilities than what a lot of people realize. Bro, like he is the fastest man alive, and with that logic, there's a lot of shit you could do. I mean, he literally outran death. Like he ran to the end of time where death doesn't exist. So death couldn't catch him.
But I mean, Superman,
even Marvel recognizes him as the fastest man alive.
No, Superman beat him, didn't he? He beat him at Flashpoint.
No.
Flash is fast.
So even Marvel recognizes that he's the fastest man alive because in a Marvel comic, there is a speedster that comes from another universe that doesn't remember who he is. But the garbs that he's wearing is torn up, like the Flash suit, but torn up. So it's almost unrecognizable, but it's red and yellow, like the Flash. And even in the Marvel universe, he's still the fastest man alive.
Yeah, he'd be Quicksilver in the race. Quicksilver can't keep going.
He even beat this chick from Immortals. No.
Who's that? Immortals. That's the.
So I would say, so Fresh, to answer your question, Superman runs at the speed of sound. Flash runs at the speed of light. So he's way faster.
Because I know they had a race, and I could be wrong, but they had a race. Flash won, but it was not like he beat him by a long shot.
What's her name?
It was like a close race.
Yeah, like the way it's basically Kari. If you go the way Oh, Makari, yeah.
He outran Makari. It was supposed to be one of the fastest speedsters in the Marvel universe.
Oh, the Eternals, yeah.
Yeah, the Eternals. Yeah. There we go. Why I couldn't remember that. It was such a bad movie. But all right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Eternals is setting up for the cosmic universe. That's all they're good for. We're not. There's no real substance from them, other than setting up the cosmic universe.
There is a plan, because Kevin Feige asked, a reporter asked Kevin Feige. He said, "Hey, what's going on with Eternals? Actually, what's going on with Harry Styles? Like his character, like what is that? What was the whole? Is it gonna be a payoff?" He's like, "Yeah, there's gonna be a payoff. We have really big plans for Eros and Pip the
Patrol.
yeah."
I ain't gonna hold you, though. He said that shit about everybody. You ask him.
Yeah.
He'll say, "Yeah, plans for." You said that about everybody that you ask about, though.
Plans just to sit there on the shelf.
He's been like, he will say it and it happens. It just doesn't happen immediately. Like there's always some kind of plan. Like this guy goes on retreats and they talk about the next 10 years.
Yeah, word. I
would love to be a fucking fly on the wall to hear this shit that they talk about.
I got you right now.
I would love to be a fucking in the writer's room and they talking about Secret Wars right now.
We're about to apply right now. We're gonna apply for Marvel, so we can get that job.
Yo, for real, Marvel, if you out there listening to us right now, if you guys have like a whiteboard session, a fucking whatever it is, a storyboard, send us out. We sign the NDAs. Let's be out there for one day, and we just get 1 day's worth. We only get 1 day's worth of information, and that is it. I'm happy with that.
I may not be able to write this bitch up, but I can give y'all the plans, and y'all can make it happen. Yeah.
Fact.
I'll give you the vision. Y'all write it out.
we get there, and they're like, all right, so this is what we got. Give us more information. We sitting there like, that was amazing. I have nothing. I have nothing for you guys. We sitting there like talking mad shit, like we had everything all figured out. Like they just pissed us. They pissed us some wild, crazy shit, and we like, nah, that was fire, bro. I can't add. Whatever I add might be trash.
Yo, but I think after Secret Wars, I think the mutants gonna come after that shit, bro. The mutants officially be here.
Yo, to be honest, man, this is probably like an unpopular opinion.
Don't say
Secret
it.
Wars. Secret Wars, right? Blows everything up. Boom. Starts fresh. You can start fresh. You can reboot everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can start from the very beginning and have phase one. I'm cool with that. That's 15 years of straight continuity. Finished. Done. I'm cool with that. Let's start. It doesn't have to be origin stories of Iron Man. We could get him established already. So that kills 1 and 2. We in 3. Because I think Fantastic Four is not going to be an origin story. They're going to already be established.
I think so too, because of Doctor Strange, what he said. They already know the Fantastic Four, and he's from a different universe. So that means there's a Fantastic Four in the main universe. Because he was from a different universe. And when he heard Reed Richards, he said, "Didn't you guys chart in the '60s?"
I think he said that. I thought originally that he was talking about Fantastic Four, but like Doctor Strange is an audiophile and he knows everything about music. So if you watch the first one, he talks about music. He brings up like random shit, and I think he was just saying that they charted in the '60s because there was a group called the Fantastic Four. So he was trying to be funny, but in my head I'm like, nah, you're talking about Fantastic Four.
Yeah, like I figure like he used that as a reference, like how you said but like how they were an actual team that was big back then. Like I took it as for what it was. Like there was a real Fantastic Four back then.
And another clue, Doom. The way Reed Richards into the room. That's Doom's time chair.
Word.
Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about
yeah.
No. You say you need more proof. Right? First, we seen Latveria. We see Liberia. We got
the
Doom's
platform.
Time
We got the platform. Let's get it.
We got Doom's Time chair.
We got the time chair, but I mean that's a different universe. So hopefully he's in the same.
No. You see the time chair. The time chair is everywhere, baby.
All right, and then the TVA portals, the TVA doors.
It's made out of the same thing Doom time chair is made out of. Yep.
Yeah. I think that he's gonna be. We're gonna see Doom. We're gonna see him. We're gonna see him. Like confirmed. I mean, we got hints because we theorizing, but I want to hear this man's voice. Whoever he is, I want to hear this man's voice. I want to hear the clink, the clank, the clink, the clank. That's all I want to find. I want to hear heavy ass, and he's probably gonna be all vibranium, which is gonna make him crazy.
You're not getting nothing, but maybe a silhouette.
Yeah.
And probably him talking to somebody while sitting in the chair through a computer monitor or some shit. Yeah. And that's probably about it until they're ready to reveal who Doom is. Because that's the same what they did with Thanos. We didn't get a real Thanos. First Avengers, we got like a little bullshit Thanos with a purple face, turning and smiling at the camera.
Nah, stop it, nigga. That shit was crazy when it first happened, bro.
It was crazy, but it does not hold up, bro. It does not hold up.
Retroactively, though. That's retroactively.
At the time, it was insane, but it does not hold up now, bro. After we got Thanos from Infinity Saga, nah, it doesn't hold up, bro. So if Thanos and Guardians of the Galaxy looked at busted compared to Thanos that they brought out in Infinity Saga, bro.
I mean, I wouldn't say
I like the first one better than that one. Yeah,
I wouldn't say busted. He was menacing, and I love that part.
He was menacing, but he was like mad dark blue. He was
The color was off. The color was actually accurate, but it didn't look good on film.
Yeah.
I didn't. But I love the whole line. Like him, he was stunning Ronan. Love that shit. So if they're saying that if the Fantastic Four is going to really be established, that means there's only one thing, right? They have to for us to not see them being absent. There's only one reason. That's because it was the first people to get stuck in the quantum realm. I think that Hank Pym may have been partners with them, and they got caught up in the quantum realm. That's why he kind of knew about that sub shrinkage, whatever that sub micro, because he knew that it happened before. And I think maybe Dr. Doom is in that situation as well. I think they all there. That's where he gets his powers from. I think that's where they all get their powers from, because even Van Dyne, she came back and she had some kind of like weird powers that they really didn't explain, other than she was able to kind of help Ghost kind of like not be fractured. So I think that's where they're gonna get their powers. I feel bad for the Thing, man. He gets the dick all the time. Like he's the only one that just fucking become a giant rock dick. I don't fucking know, man.
That's the worst. I'm sorry. That's the worst. One of the worst powers to have in Marvel, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, he's one of the tough. Don't get me wrong.
It's clobbering time.
He's one of the toughest SOBs in the Marvel universe, though. Like people sleep on the Thing, but like a lot of people don't want to fight the Thing because he does not give up. He's tough, bro. Like he's tough to beat. I
also think that he's gonna say it's clobbering time. He's gonna say it's clobbering time. Only reason why he's gonna say that is because it's gonna be corny, right? They're gonna play it like a joke. Like clobbering time must have been like a good thing to say in the 70s, the 60s. He's gonna say it now in the 2000s.
Back in the 60s.
And it's like, he's gonna say it's clobbering time. And everybody's gonna look at him like, what the fuck you said? Clobbering. What the fuck is clobbering time?
Word.
But you know what's funny? They could make that shit menacing though, bro. They don't have to make it like the stupid cheer, like it's clobbering time. They could just turn it to like some menacing shit, like he cracks his knuckles, like and just be like it's clobbering time. Like, bro, it's a whole different move. Like niggas said, you just like clobbering time. And the next thing you know, he's cracking your boy in the face, like, oh shit. Like it's clobbering time.
Yep. They gotta
say clobbering time, man. It's not official.
No, you got it, yeah.
There was a leak that came out today, and it was like early concept art of the Fantastic Four, but it was like kind of like they drew the characters in the actors that's playing them. So it's really janky, and they have like Juan Carlo Espacito as Galactus, not
Yeah.
like the voice of Galactus, not
Yeah.
not him playing Professor X. And they had another character. I forgot. The images look weird. I'm not sure if this is real, but like
I think
Reed
they're gonna bring
Richards,
back Matthew.
Reed Richards is actually like an older gentleman, and I think they have him as this guy. Everybody wants him to play Lex Luthor, but he didn't get it. Breaking Bad. What's his name?
Bryan Cranston?
Bryan
hell no.
Cranston.
Oh,
That's why I said, I'm like, I don't know if that's real or not.
oh.
Nah, that can't be. Especially if they're trying to build a franchise, you're not gonna get him to play.
That shit left the
Reed
bad taste in
Richards.
my mouth when you just said, oh.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
doesn't
believe
mean.
that.
Yeah,
I don't believe
it
that.
either. I was like, I don't know about that, but like it was like it was reported from that Daniel RPK, and he's been like, he's
Well,
hits.
yeah, okay, yeah.
So he posted. I'm like, oh,
That's
I don't know, man, but also like
uh,
he's been on point since the
that's
beginning.
true though. Yeah,
Let's hope
yeah.
this be the first thing he's been wrong about.
I know,
Yeah,
right? For real.
Me,
For
me,
real.
me,
Because
me
I'm
too.
not with that shit. Well,
He said,
And it's nothing against Bryan Cranston, man. I like Bryan Cranston.
nah, definitely.
Not
but
Reed
yeah,
Richards.
Not for Reed Richards. Nah.
that's too old. But then they're trying to make him like the same age as of the same age as Hank Pym.
Mhm.
But if time moves differently in the quantum realm,
Right,
he
you
should
should
still be young. But
right.
also, like when Janet came out of the quantum, she came out old, and she should have only been for her. It should have only been a couple of days, not years. You know what I mean? Because Ant-Man was in there for 5 years, and he said it felt like 5 hours. So
Yeah.
if he was, and she,
Was she?
Did
were
we
they
do the
already
math on
older
this
when she
already?
got sucked in?
yeah, we did the math. She was gone for 30 years, so it should have been 20 hours. She was in the quantum.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
So I don't know. I
Well,
think that was a fuck up maybe on
They,
that.
I mean, they just say time works differently in the quantum realm. That doesn't mean that it works the same in the quantum realm universally. She could have been in the part of the quantum realm where the time was different than where Ant-Man ended up at.
if she was in the city, maybe the city does age different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. They haven't really gotten to that, so I'm pretty sure there's questions, but
Yeah, because she could have been in the city and lived like long in the city. You know what I'm saying? Age naturally that 30 years or whatever.
No, she
in
was
that
definitely in
city.
the city because they talk about in the new one, Bill Murray's character is gonna be like, "Yo, I haven't seen you in a minute." And he
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
apparently
yeah,
she
they
had a
might- they
love.
might
I
have
think there was
aged
a
there for a
leak
minute.
on some of the script for Quantumania, and she apparently has had a love interest in the city.
yeah, she thought she was there forever, so she
Yeah.
found love with someone else, and this person might be like somewhat. Like she like, well, there's something I need to tell you, Hank.
I mean, I thought that for when she came back, bro, the love wasn't as strong as for him as it was for her, bro. When they first meet each other, he's more happy to see her than she is. I mean, she's happy because she's getting out of there, but you can tell that he was a little more happy than she was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, word. I mean, it's Michelle Pfeiffer, bro.
Michelle Pfeiffer. I mean, she still look good for her age, though.
Oh,
Mhm.
Oh,
absolutely.
hell good.
Mm-hmm.
Not Catwoman good, but
On the list. She's on the list.
yeah, man. I'm waiting for that trailer to drop. That Ant-Man trailer. I'm waiting for that shit to drop, and I'm waiting for Guardians to drop as well. I saw like a fucked up video of it. I had to watch it. It was like to the side. You could tell the person was really scared and holding it like this, and they show like Adam Warlock. I don't like that his gem is so close to his eyebrows.
Everybody's losing their mind that he has an Infinity Stone when the Infinity Stone's supposed to be destroyed.
Yeah, he has a stone, but it's like right here versus it being like here. But that's a nitpick. But he looks great.
I guess they did it there because they didn't want to be too much like Vision.
Probably.
No, in the movie, hey, that's probably the reason why they lowered it because they didn't want it to look too much like Vision, so they put it lower.
Yeah, dude. D23 is gonna be crazy. I think they're gonna hold out for D23 for all these trailers to come out, and that'll be like the main discussion, like Kang being a beast.
Kang War is gonna be crazy. Oh, Kang Dynasty. It's named after Kang Wars in the comic book. Kang Wars.
Word up.
Crazy.
Word up.
Yeah, they also said that She-Hulk, that Charlie Cox is not playing just a cameo role. He has a very big part in this show. So he's gonna be in multiple episodes. Out of the 8 episodes, they said he's gonna be in like 80%. So we're gonna get him really early on. I think he saves her at the very beginning. Like I think she gets mugged, and he saves her. So we're gonna get that first. So that'd be great. I would like to get I would like to get that first episode and have Daredevil in that first episode. That'd be
word. Right.
Word.
So
I love
Feige saying that Spider-Man is only going to be focusing on street level villains now. He's not doing no more of the cosmic shit.
Yep, that's what he said. He's like, yep, he's going to be more like surface level, which is good.
Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Finally, right? Finally, we can get some dope shit.
You can say friendly neighborhood Spider-Man all you want, but every major event in the comic book, Spider-Man's in that bitch. Spider-Man's in that bitch, yo. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him saying he's just a street level focus now.
He's the rep for the neighborhood, bro. You gotta show up.
I'd love to see the Daredevil and him.
I still remember Civil War when there was all the heroes fighting. And like Reed Richards stopped fighting because he's a fucking off Spider-Man, bro. He's like, he literally stopped fighting because he's watching Spider-Man take on everybody. And then like when Spider-Man's coming at body, Spider-Man's coming towards him, and he's like still zoned out, and he's like amazing. Spider-Man kicks him in the face, pow, says spectacular. Bro, yo. Spider-Man is lit, bro. You can, I don't know, man.
No, I don't. You know, it probably sounds like a backhanded compliment, but I think he's gonna have a lot more to do. I think he's gonna have a lot more interactions with people, and we get some like web slinging, some real web slinging, and some real like, you know, some like he knows that this is his city. You know what I mean? He has nobody, and nobody knows who he is. So like, there's not gonna be a lot of traveling for him. He's gonna be like New York based, which would be nice. What else? There was something else that leaked out too. Oh yeah, it's not really a leak. It's like they show a featurette of She-Hulk, and they show how she gets her powers, and a lot of people kind of like upset about. Oh my
god! When you told me that shit,
a lot of people got upset.
It wasn't a blood transfusion.
Nah, they both get into a car accident. And like, you know, from the blood being like kind of like gushed around, it goes into her open wounds. Like they both, like
wow.
They show it, like they show the car accident, and they show the blood going into her veins.
I heard them say it was an accident, but I was still waiting to see what the scenario was. That's kind of trash.
She goes to visit her cousin at this island because he wants to be secluded, and I think they're charging him for something. They're trying to get him for some shit. I think the DOD is trying to get him for some shit, and she's trying to represent him. But at the same time, she's like, your powers are fucking cool. They get into an accident. She ends up becoming She-Hulk. He's teaching her how to be a Hulk, how to be a person that could deal with this shit, and then she goes back home with these powers. And that's when she starts representing heroes and shit.
Which I don't even know how he's teaching how to do that shit.
He couldn't even fucking do it.
Yeah.
I mean, he finally got control of it later on, so you know.
And that's his weakest version. Man. I hate Professor Hulk. Don't mind me. Professor Hulk is the weakest version of all the Hulks, bro. I hate that version. You know he's weak too. That's why he asked Jean Grey to turn his shit off when he was fighting Onslaught. Nigga said I'm useless in this fight unless you turn me off. That's why she had to block out Banner so he could fight Onslaught, yo.
I was so mad that they fucking removed the scene of him breaking out of the Hulkbuster in Infinity War. He was supposed to break out of the fucking Hulkbuster and
Yep.
and kill this dude. What's his name?
No, I was so mad we didn't get Hulk the whole Infinity
Obsidian.
Yeah,
Saga. We
Obsidian.
saw him like in the
Oh,
beginning.
Obsidian. What happened?
I said, I'm mad we didn't get Hulk the whole Infinity Saga. We saw him in the beginning, and he got beat up by Thanos, and then he didn't come back into the end. And by the end, he just did it to do the snap, and he had a broken like a arm and a sling and shit, and he wasn't really fighting.
Yeah, I don't know the reasoning of that shit, but
That shit was crazy.
the footage is out there. You can go online and see that portion happen and how he kills Cole Obsidian. Like he was the one that kind of like bodied him. That was a really dope scene, but I'm not sure why they held out because he was supposed to run. It was supposed to be like an Avengers ensemble, everybody, him running as well. And I guess they wanted to hold out. Maybe I don't know, budget cuts or some shit. I don't fucking know. Motherfuckers made so much fucking
Hulk
money.
CG is too expensive.
Let's put him in the show. Fully CG. She-Hulk. She's fully CG. It's not even like they're making her tall. She's fully CG, which I think is pretty impressive, to be honest.
I mean, I think she is tall. Like she is super tall.
Yeah, he says she's like 6'7".
Yeah, she's 6'7", but the character itself, she's like 5'2".
Yeah.
So like they're just doing the mocap on the face, but the whole body is fucking CG. That's wild.
I guess it gotta be kind of like she can't be a short She-Hulk.
Yeah, they could do the whole Hagrid situation. You know, Hagrid, they had that. There's a term where they have like an object look bigger than the other, but in the same room. They did the same thing with Hagrid. Yeah, man. What else dropped? Any? Because I know there was a lot of leaks that dropped this week. Anything from you, Fresh Prince?
Did you hear about well before Comic-Con, like some of the copyrights, there was a bunch of copyrights that got or trademarks that got claimed in London right before Comic-Con, and a lot of people were saying these were going to be the titles to the movies, and people didn't know. But then when the movies came, when they did the Feige came out, they actually confirmed a couple of them. I don't know if you want to put them up. If you could put them up now, but I sent them in the chat though, and I think it's pretty much confirmed because majority of them got released when they told the timeline that was coming out for 20 for Phase 5. So the rest of them I think might be in Phase 6 or Phase 7, and the titles for these movies are kind of nuts.
I think. Well, once again, like I think D23 is happening, and I think that we're gonna get a lot of more. Like the slate is gonna get more filled up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me see if I can share this. Hold on. Yeah, I see what you posted, but it's not giving me an option to show that. Hold on, let me see if I can save it.
You need me to send them somewhere else?
Nah, I can save it. It's just it's being a fucking dick.
We all right.
Let me see. Share media. Yeah, try just text me the images. Actually, you know what? Let me just do a screenshot.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't text him because I got my phone recording right now.
You can't save it to your local drive. Show it.
I'm using my iPad right now. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see.
Nah, I got it. I just gotta. I got it, boys. I got it.
All right, cool.
I got it. Take it easy. All right, let's share this.
Wait for fucking somebody over here. Jesus Christ.
Let's go ahead and share this window real quick. Here you go.
All right, so can you go back to the first one, the one that has 5 on it first?
Oh shit! I gotta do mad shit for that. But wasn't the first one that was we already talked about that, the World Order?
Yeah, so that was the that was basically just to show the first ones that they actually released during Comic-Con. But then we ended up getting these four, which are Avengers Infinity War, Captain America Red, White, and Black, Nomad, and Celestial's End of Time.
I don't know. Those shit like fake titles.
Nah, these are all the ones that came out before. So we had Secret Wars, we had King Dynasty, New World Order, the Multiversal Saga also got trademarked, Thunderbolts got trademarked, and then the ones that you have here they didn't say anything about. So like you said, we still got D23 coming up. So these might be the rest of the ones that they have coming out.
I think, to be honest, when companies trademark shit, they trademark mad fucking names just to make sure, because New World Order may not be their first pick, and they probably had two names for it, and they wanted to see was the best one, but they had to trademark both just to make sure no one else caught the had the idea to trademark it.
Yeah, so you can say that for like the Red, White, and Black. But what about the Nomad one?
But how would
Steve Rogers?
How would Eternity Wars fit into the whole Phase 5, Phase 6? Because
I would say. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm trying to make
logic. It might be a Phase 7 thing, and that's how they have to be Phase 6 or 5.
Yeah, I don't really see it. I don't know. And the Nomad. So if you're gonna bring Nomad, is Chris Evans gonna come back?
That could be him coming back in a solo movie or a solo series.
I mean, listen, if it's Chris Evans, man, I'll take Chris Evans to come back at any time, man.
That's the only reason I'm saying that.
I don't think he wants to come back though. For some odd reason, like a lot of these OG like Avengers bros, like they don't want to do it again. Like the only person that said flat out, I'll play this role forever was Thor. It was Chris Hemsworth. Like,
I know Downey said he was done, but Evans said he just wanted to do other projects. So he never fully closed the door on Captain America, but he just said he wanted to do other projects. Like he wanted to do like a lot of directing roles in other movies and stuff. So
he had an interview with Scarlett Johansson, and they was both asking each other the same question about whether or not would they come back to the Marvel universe, and he was like, "That's not something I'll run to. That's not. I love the character, but like I think what he stood and how his story ended was enough to kind of close the chapter on that. Like he was pretty much like done." But once again, this is all Disney, and they probably paid him to say that. You know what I mean? Like they say that he's done, but then he's in Nomad. Nomad is announced, and he's in it.
And that's what I'm saying. You're saying we got this multiversal saga going on. We bringing back all the characters, so that's a way to bring that character from, even if it's a different multiverse, because we got the old Cap now. So you could just do a multiverse where they're trying to introduce another universe that's also going into these incursions with us, so that it's not just us rooting for our 1616. Like at the end of the day, it's probably going to be everybody versus Kang or versus Doom or whatever the case may be. But you're going to have these amalgams of all these different multiverses and universes that we're going to have these individual characters. We can't have a Secret Wars or all this extra stuff, multiversal situations, if everybody's coming from our one universe. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to branch out eventually, just like they did with this 838 universe in Multiverse of Madness.
Me personally, I would love to see that, but I also think that I don't think Chris Evans wants to come in and take the shine and have this whole discussion about him being Captain America when Sam Wilson is trying to establish what he got going on. I think he's going to try to stay as far away that he can possibly stay from that, to give Sam Wilson his shine. Because if he comes back, they're going to be like, whoa, yes, thank God, Captain America's back. And you could paint it with a brush and say he's Nomad, but people are gonna just say, "That's my Captain America. Why he's not Captain America?"
Yeah,
And I think that
for a couple of months until we got Secret Wars and he sacrifices himself, or he's one of the casualties to this whole multiversal or omniversal unification where we get one timeline and one group of mutants, heroes, and everything. We got to get these extra characters from somewhere, right? If we're talking about we're gonna have an upgrade.
I mean, we assuming this, but I think that we have to kind of like remove ourselves from these comics, and I think that I wish that we can. I hope that we can get everything that we got in the comics, right? That all the characters, but I think that maybe that's not going to be the case. Like we're not going to get we're not going to get Iron Man. We're not going to get Captain America. That's going to suck because even in Civil War is supposed to be a bigger thing, right? It was big on the big screen, but it was a small team of it was a Royal Rumble. Like, you know what I mean? It was not like Civil War in the comics, right? So it was like really watered down. It might be like this with this, but just a little bit on a larger scale. I don't know, man. I would love to see Captain America to come back. I would love to see Steve Evans come back, but I also don't want him to take the shine away from, Captain America 4. Because that's going to be like really close in proximity to Avengers as well.
But I think, I get warning. With this Nomad title, it might be just a short series about his time with Captain Carter, and you can't go by Captain America because at that time he doesn't exist. So he might just be going under Nomad.
Yeah, because you got to remain in the shadows to not mess up the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
But do you really want to go back? Do you really want to pull a Black Widow situation where it's something that passed so long and it doesn't have that same kind of like, I don't even think Chris Evans will even come back for that. You think he will come back for a show? They almost look at these shows like it's like second class shit. Like these shows are fucking amazing. You can really like do some really dope shit with this. But it seems like a lot of people kind of want to stay away from like, even when they talked about like Oscar Isaac or they talked about John Boyega, like would they ever come back for Disney Plus, Star Wars shit? They're like fuck that shit. I would never do Disney Plus. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, but that's also before everything.
John Boyega is just done with Star Wars.
Too. Like this is kind of like the wave right now.
He's done.
Yeah. Even with Oscar Isaac, they were like, nah, I don't want to do this shit. Then he then he did fucking Moon Knight, which was amazing. And it's funny, the original Moon Knight was with the original actor for Moon Knight was Shia LaBeouf. And he got removed.
I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been as good. I know
Shia got some really good acting chops, and he could flip a switch really well. He could do the Mark Spector. He could do the Mark Spector. He could do the fucking the crazy ass fucking situations and really kind of like embody those characters.
All I picture him running everywhere, going like go, stop. Run.
Oh man.
I mean, he can only do what the writers, the Transform movies were written by fucking Michael Bay. So he's not gonna get no shit. But like if you watch other stuff that's not Michael Bay, is not.
No, I liked him in what was it, Eagle Eye?
Oh god, come on! I
hear what you're saying, but he did that shit in every action movie he was in. That repeated shit.
Yeah, because it was those big franchises, but like movies like Lawless and fucking this, he's fucking great. He doesn't do none of that screaming shit. He does fucking emotion. He does all that shit. He's not yelling. He's not yelling Bumblebee. He's not yelling fucking all kind of shit.
Yeah, Inglourious Basterds too.
Oh my god, Inglourious Basterds, he fucking killed it. Even the movie that he played a white dude, but in that Mexican kind of like heritage that world. What's that shit called?
Oh, the one where
Yeah.
they got mad that he was wearing the Mexican tattoos.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I forgot the name of that shit, but he was good in that shit too. I mean, he didn't survive long, but he was okay for the time he was on
And
screen.
spoilers.
That movie came out 4 years ago, so sorry, not sorry.
The statute of limitations has passed.
Or nah, but he's a good character. But yeah, I like Oscar Isaac. I think that we can. I'm cool with that. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
So
Shit.
when y'all said Shia LaBeouf is Inglorious Bastards,
Yeah.
My bad. Fury, bro.
I'm about to say because
My bad.
I'm trying to think of where was he in Inglorious Bastards? I'm like, yo,
my fault, bro. The same vibe. My fault, bro.
Yo, see, Red knew we fucked up since the very beginning, right? So the motherfucker was grinning the whole time, and he waited for us to shut the fuck up so he could bring it up, and he had that same fucking smirk in his face, like, so, yo. Yeah, it's the same vibe. It's the same vibe.
It's Fury though, yeah.
It's the same director too.
Yeah.
Same director.
Fury is a crazy movie, bro. Like if you haven't seen Fury, anybody who haven't seen Fury, and you like war movies and shit, you gotta watch Fury. Like it's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's super method, bro. He fucking knocked out his own tooth. I think he pulled his own tooth out just to be in character. I'm like, bro. They can fucking paint your shit, right? I mean, CGI can fucking remove the shit, right, bro? Like, what the fuck you doing? He cut his face or some shit like that.
Tooth ain't growing back, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Your dentist looking at you when you come in the chair. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, what are you doing, dude? Like, he's crazy, man. But like, yeah, my Shia LaBeouf, man, I feel like he just always got a bad rap. He doesn't work well with others, and a lot of
lose his mind a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely he got a little crazy, but I think he understands who he is. You know what I mean? I think he knows that it's a rap for him, but he's helping others. I think he has his own like acting shit for kids in a weird ass spot too, in the hood too.
I feel like he's more misunderstood as an actor than anything else. Like, yeah, he did go a little crazy, but if you watch his I don't know if you ever watch it, but like I watch him on YouTube. Like I think the Hollywood Reporter or one of them, they have this thing called Actors Roundtable.
That Actors Roundtable, yeah.
And he was on one of them one time, and he was talking about his demons and shit. And bro, it was deep, bro. Like you kind of understood how he kind of went through a little mental snap when he went through, bro. Like it was really deep, the shit that he was going through. So
he was a child star. His father was an opportunist, took advantage of him. And he got into drugs. He got into shit. Yo, dude, in Transformers, right? That shorty that turned into a robot, whatever. He was fucking with her, right? They got into a car accident. Her face was smashed. He almost lost his finger, right? They had to write her out and made her like her part was really short. Like she turned into a fucking robot and she got unalived. Then he ends up fucking warping into Egypt. Yeah, he warped into Egypt and he had a bandage on his hand. That's to explain that he fell on his hand, but he fucking almost lost his fucking thumb because he flipped the car. His car flipped 5 times because he was drunk.
Damn, that poor girl, her face got mangled. Damn.
Her face got fucked up. She didn't do anything after that.
Can't do anything after that. Your face get mangled, bro. That shit is
kind of messed up that they kill off her character with a vehicle.
Real.
That is, it's fucked up, but it's funny.
It's fucked up.
But yeah, so if you notice, you watch the movie, like you see them go to Egypt and he falls and he's like, ah, and they have a bandage on his fucking hand because they had to, wrap up. He fucking almost lost. I think he almost lost his thumb. His fucking shit got almost severed. So yeah, he's done with a lot of shit, even with the new allegations with the whole like crazy shit that they talking about, like him shooting dogs because he wants to get into character. I'm like, yo, that can't be real, and it is.
Wow.
You said that can't be real, and it is.
It can't, I was like, nah, because you know sometimes you know you can't. Sometimes people can't separate the artist with the person, right? I could do that, so I could see how fucked up he could be, but at the same time, I know his craft, he's good. But if I hear stories like that, I can believe it. Like, yeah, I could totally see him shooting stray dogs in the hills to get into character. It's allegedly, once again, allegedly. He hasn't been convicted, but then his girlfriend said that he had herpes or something like that, and he was using makeup to hide it. That's how she found out. I'm like, yo, that's, I mean, TMI,
Yo.
TMI, TMI, but like, I really hope that brother, like, he's a really good actor. He can
I
really
think,
do some good
I think
things.
majority of niggas in Hollywood got herpes, bro. They all sleep around, bro. They
Yeah,
know what
with
each
each other.
STD. At the very least, they all got herpes. Yo.
Did you guys ever watch Lawless with him and Tom Hardy?
Hell yeah, yo.
That movie
That shit was crazy too.
fire, bro. That shit, yeah. He fought in the movie. Watch the movie. There's a scene where he's fighting him. He's fighting his own brother. That's a real fight.
Wow.
Because because Shy was like, "Yo, hit me for real," and then he hit him for real to keep it looking realistic. But then it kept going. It was like a Jamie Foxx and LL Cool J. Remember that shit?
Yeah,
When they fought for real?
Hauled off and hit me.
Any given Sunday.
He said, "This motherfucker hauled off and hit me."
Yo, that was the weirdest. That was the weirdest beef.
Yeah, word.
Like for us, like, yo, there's a beef between fucking LL Cool J and Jamie Foxx. But there were two stars. There were two stars that they didn't want to share the spotlight. Cause you know at that time LL Cool J was on his shit. Like, you know, Deep Blue Sea. You know, he was everywhere.
Then they had to call like dudes to roll on L Cool J to squash that shit with Jamie Foxx. You know, like
I don't
like,
know the story.
I think I heard like dudes came and rolled up on him and they just squashed that shit.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No.
Hey, people got their goons, man.
Word, huh? You never know.
Yeah, you never know, bro. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people got. Yo, I remember fucking Redman was telling the story one time about how people don't know that MC Hammer's a real one. Like they
word.
They take that too legit, and like, yo, he said one time somebody got smart in the mouth for MC Hammer, bro. He said Hammer came with a little 2 Live Crew and rolled up on niggas rolling deep, bro. Told dude, watch his mouth, never talk about me like that again. So, he said your service to him.
Yo, that's crazy,
bro. They say MC Hammer's a real one, bro. Like he got goons.
Is it MC Hammer from Watts or Compton or some shit like that? Is he from LA? He's from.
I don't know. I know he's hood. He's hood. Yeah, he's from the hood.
Oh.
Everybody think that Hammer, man. They sleep with that shit with that Hammer, man.
I know he was thorough, and I know that Tone Loc was thorough too. He was another one. Tone Loc was another menace.
Oh yeah, he was Tone Loc is a gangster, bro. Full on.
Yo, he was the dude low key that was out in all these fucking movies with the name Tone Loc. Like Tone Loc meant he was a Crip, and they always his name like Tone Loc, but it's like.
Right.
Yeah, it's a Crip name.
He never acted. He was himself in all the movies too. Yo, you want some stuff, bro? I'm going out. You know what I mean? Bro, he never changed his voice. Nothing, bro. He was the same character in every movie, bro.
Yo, where the fuck is Tone Loc? Where is Tone Loc now, bro? I think I first saw Tone Loc. I saw him the first time I seen him was I think Ace Ventura. Or Surf Ninjas or Surf Ninjas. One of the two. I think it was Surf Ninjas.
Yeah, that's funny. You would never expect a dude like that to be in comedy movies like that, bro. Like, especially a Jim Carrey comedy movie like Ace Ventura. Like.
Yo, I remember. I used to watch Surf Ninjas.
My man, think about this. My man was in the streets hard, became an actor. to have Jim Carrey's ass in his face talking to him when he's in the police station.
Yo.
I came to ask you a few questions.
Yo, let me say this, bro. So I used to watch Surf Ninjas every fucking day, right? I was obsessed with Patu-san and Surf Ninjas. Yo, my man had the game, the what do you call that shit at that time? It was a Game Gear, right?
Yeah,
Game Gear.
Yeah, Game Gear. Yep, Game Gear. Yep.
That was my shit. And I think one time, either one of my parents saw it with me, and at the end, when they fighting at the end, and Leslie Nelson's character gets shocked, and he grabs his fucking meat, and you can see the fucking meat he's grabbing. It's like, what is this shit? It's a PG-13 movie, bro. You see him grab his whole dick. You see the whole imprint.
Yeah, shit was different back then, man. Ratings was different back in the days.
I was like, yo, bro, his whole dingaling.
PG-13 mean parental guidance. I mean your parents' discretion when you go see it.
Right.
I mean your parent. You see something you wasn't supposed to see. That's your parents' fault, not us.
Word.
Yo,
that shit is crazy, man. I used to watch that shit all the time. That was my movie. That was my shit.
yo,
I'm looking for.
Will Smith apologizing. You put out an apology video.
I heard it. I didn't see it.
I haven't seen.
And when I say I heard it, I barely heard it because it was playing on somebody else's phone.
I have it saved to my watch later.
Word, no doubt.
Why the shit says Surf Ninjas? Leslie Nielsen grabs his dick.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Wow. Yo.
Rest in peace to that guy.
Oh shit!
That's a whole meat, bro.
Now I just want to watch Naked Gun.
Bro, that shit is lit, bro. Naked Gun movies.
Yo, Naked Gun movies.
Yo,
Fucking shit.
Yo,
I've never seen a Naked Gun. I've
bro,
seen
Naked
maybe a little bit of it. OJ's in it.
Huh?
Yeah.
OJ's in it.
Yeah.
So that's one.
Cause Naked Gun is like parodies of like cop movies and shit. Like you see the cop movies, they put it together. And yo, so like they redid the scene from The Untouchables, when the baby stroller was going down the shit. Yo, that scene in Naked Gun had me rolling, bro. Fucking OJ chasing a stroller and shit.
I don't remember that shit in Naked Gun, but I definitely remember that shit in Untouchables. I saw that shit recently. That scene was the longest scene in the world. That shit falling down, bro.
And Naked Gun made fun of that shit, bro.
Yo, I was like, yo, this fucking... It's like 6 steps. Why is it taking so long to go all the way down, bro? This is the worst, yo. Kevin Costner was the worst in that movie.
And also when he was pretending to be the umpire, and he kept making bad calls on the plays and stuff.
Yeah,
I was booing him, and he just started dancing. He's like, oh, he like strike.
I love all them shits. Like,
yo,
all that, like
bro.
Leslie Nelson and Mel Brooks with Airplane, all that shit. Like all those movies, I love those. Like Hot Shots Part 2, like all that shit was my jam.
Baseball, that's Rick Moranis right there, bro. That's
Baseball, yeah, they were supposed to make a second one, dude.
Yeah, man.
That was supposed to be a whole thing. It was supposed to be a whole trilogy.
John Kennedy was supposed to be Chewbacca, but he looked like a fucking
like a
The
puppy.
dog.
Like a Shih Tzu. He looked like a fucking Shih Tzu.
Man's best friend.
Oh man.
Niggas, the Piece of the Hut. That shit.
Yo, that shit was great.
They made Yoda like some super Jewish dude. The Schwartz. What was his name? It was what was Rick Moranis? It was Helmet, right?
Yogurt. Oh
no, Lord Helmet.
Lord Helmet, right?
Yeah, Lord Helmet.
He's like, "Are we watching now?" He's like, "Yeah, we're watching now." But how we watching now? If that was now. It's like, that shit was so funny.
When they were combing through the desert.
Combing through the desert.
I got the freaking throat. Shit.
That is my favorite scene. When he said, "That's how we all feel." To me, boy, shit.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Cause that's like the most genuine thing. That's like a real thing that we will all say if we was doing some like busy work. We ain't find shit, yo.
Yeah.
Such a good movie, man. It holds up. That movie holds up. Bro. That movie holds up 100%.
Hell yeah.
That shit holds up. That shit's a classic. Like, shout out to Mel Brooks, man. Mel Brooks is the fucking man.
Even my sister, she loves that movie so much. She named her freaking her Roomba, Joan Rivers.
That's funny.
Wow.
Yeah, she called
Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers, man. Boy, there was a lot of people in that bitch.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of people in that movie, man. A lot of people in that fucking movie. That shit holds up. I think I watched Spaceballs maybe I would say 3 months ago. Had a good fucking time. Watched it from the beginning to the end.
You know, a movie still holds up to me. It may be cheesy to people, but I love that shit to this day. Fucking Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon, Bruce Leroy and Show Enough, bro.
Yo, cuz. Show Enough.
It's funny. Yesterday we was playing the soundtrack. We was playing the soundtrack to The Last Dragon, and then one of my coworkers goes, "Yeah, I live right across the street from the pizzeria that they shot at." He said it's not there anymore, but and he's like in his 50s. He's like 57. He's like, "Yeah, I was there. Like I saw it happen." I was like, "Damn, that's crazy." You know that Bruce Leroy, the character actor, played Bruce Leroy. He still looks good for his age, and he's like in his 60s.
Yeah. He appears at Comic-Con. He was at the one of the Comic-Cons when we were there one time.
Uh-huh.
He was there. Younger motherfucker.
Oh, the Lord. That's my shit, bro. Yeah, and he was like that. The shit, yo, that shit always got me hyped.
That whole Ed sequence is my shit, bro. Cause after he done fought like a whole bunch of like fucking niggas in the nightclub, he goes into the warehouse and fucking Shoulder just pops up out of nowhere and like, "Leroy, you warmed up yet?"
Leroy.
He said, "You warmed up yet?" Yo, bro, that scene and the music of that fight scene, you knew it was about to go down because it just had this little siren shit go. And it kept building up to like they start swinging the punches. Like, yo,
you wanted him to, out of all people, right? You wanted him.
Saying fight we ever experienced.
You wanted him to have the girl. You wanted him to get the girl, right? Because Vanity was like top tier, like she was fire, and you wanted him to be with her.
Yeah. So you look like a master to me. I'm like, Leroy, you being a square, man.
My man Ernie Reyes Jr.
Man.
This is his first role.
Classic word.
Where my man was a Kino.
Oh yeah, no, Ninja Turtles, Kino. Yeah, he was a Kino.
Yeah.
He's like, "Come on, Eddie, you got it, Eddie." So Eddie got fucked up. Then he switched up like.
That dude low key put the fucking Filipinos up there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like he didn't rep that shit like that, but he was Filipino.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm like, he's Asian, but his last name is like Hispanic. Then when you get older, you realize a lot of Filipino people have those names because of colonizers and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, Reyes, that's what's up, my man, Filipino.
That's one of my movies, man. I don't care what nobody say. Last Dragon, you got that movie's top. It's always gonna be top 10 in my book, yo.
Facts, bro. Classic.
That
Love
is a
that
classic.
Classic.
That is a classic. All right, man. So, all right. So moving along, right before we wrap up, we're gonna talk about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We did a watch through. We had homework. Me and Soul watched it on Saturday. Full. My score changed. I believe I gave that show a 4.5. After watching it again, I gave it a 5. I had little complaints about it, like some of the same complaints I had originally watching it, but watching it again was so much better than watching it week to week. Like that's a show that you want to binge, and it's a dope movie. It's a 6-hour fucking movie. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
So I know we spoke about this when we did the Hall H announcement, but mind you, I think only me and Soul was the only one that watched it. So Red, Fresh Prince, did you guys do a watch through?
Yeah, I watched through it again, and
How you guys feel about it?
I did my score as a 5 for the original score. I didn't change my original score. I remember this being one of the few Disney Plus shows that I liked because it had action in it and shit. I was complaining about WandaVision. I said we got superheroes and they're not fighting nobody and doing anything.
That you definitely did.
So I think this one was like one of my first favorite Disney Plus shows.
But did it get better though? Did it get better for you?
Yeah, and I love I understood more that was going on with when you watch it again the second time, the nostalgia is like not nostalgia. The excitement is gone, so you're actually seeing the show for what it is, and it to me it's better the second watch through. Like you're paying attention to the personalities of like Sam and Bucky. You're paying attention to what's going on around in the situation around the world, and like to me, this movie, like I said, movie, wow, this show, it hit so close to like what's going on right now in the world, like it's insane, bro. Like with
word.
Like he said, with having a black Captain America represent the American Stars and Stripe or whatever like that, and the backlash he's gonna get for it. And like he's getting the backlash right in real life. The guy's not even real that he's getting the backlash for it in real life for becoming the black Captain America. So everything that this show is saying is true, and like, especially about how they talk about power and greed, like how they have the power to like feed the world if they could, but they choose not to. They choose to do other things. Like it's real. This shit, this show is so deep and real. It's a 5 for me. I can't. It's a 5 straight up.
Before you get into it, First Prince, I wanted to chime in what you said. So like watching it the first time, you have that excitement, right? Because it's like, oh my god, the MCU is in a TV format, and you see fucking like, action sequences, and you kind of like, oh shit, and you don't, and then some episodes you don't get that. It's like, oh, there's no action, but then you watch it again for the second time, and that, like you said, that excitement goes away, right? You see the show for what it is. That's what made it kind of like it balanced me out, and I had a great fucking time.
Well, yeah, I basically agree with everything you guys said. Personally, I want to say I gave it a 5 last time, but if I didn't, like, I don't know how I didn't, but like I said, I try not to bring my own personal culture and things like that into this entertainment that we take in. But just like when Black Panther came out, there are certain things that are just involuntary when it comes to this stuff, and it's like when certain things hit personally, there are certain conversations that I might have with my brother or my cousin or one of my best friends, and it's just things about being a man, period. Or being a man of color, and we don't want to bring these things in, but like Red said, when these things echo or reflect real life, it hits different, but it also, I guess, which is the intention of these shows, it gives us that extra oomph to keep going on sometimes, you know what I mean? Because it's not like I'm looking at these shows to be like, yo, give me a way to make it through my everyday life, but I really look at these things as escapism for the most part, which I think we all do. But when something can hit as close to home And which is why I don't understand why people complain about, like we were talking about earlier with the Namor and the Hispanic situation. It's like when the story is told properly and correctly, it has no choice but to hit you in a certain type of way and also open your mind in a certain type of way. And I would hope that for people that don't come from our backgrounds, they look at this and realize that this is reflective of real life. And this is a problem that we as grown men go through. It might not be specifically me picking up a shield, but as a grown man, it's like, how do I pick up the legacy of my father or the lack thereof in some people's situation? Or what do I need to do for my son or my child or the other people in my family that I need to leave a legacy for? I might not want to do this, but sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do. And I feel like even though they specify it as a shield or whatever, a lot of this comes off as responsibility. Isaiah having these conversations, them having these conversations back and forth, with different generations, seeing things in different ways. And I got this the first time, but also, again, watching this, it just hits different. And especially with what's going on in life, I feel like this is definitely a 5 for me. And I hope that it's not just because of my background, but I hope that other people and other men can see this in the way that I see it as well. And it's just about, what are we going to do to carry on a legacy and help provide a better representation or example for the people that are coming after us? And that's what I got majorly out of this show. And yeah, I said it a couple of times. This is definitely a 5 for me, man. I love this show.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah.
I echo your sentiments, brother. That shit was a good fucking. It was a good time. I had a good time watching it. It didn't feel like homework. It didn't feel like I had to force myself to watch them. It was just like they were fun to watch again.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like, okay, what's the next one? Oh shit! Oh man, it's almost done. I was sad that it was over again. I was like, damn. Like even watching the end credit scenes, the whole Sharon Carter shit, like it's like, oh shit, the build up of the power broker. You know, like there were certain things, like little things I was like, not really like. They just changed a whole arc, but it makes sense because she felt like the U.S. looked the other way, right? They just straight up forgot about her, and it was, you know, so I get it. She just has a chip on her shoulder. She's like, fuck.
Yeah, I can't blame her.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same. You know what I mean? So.
Word.
Who knows, man? But yeah. So did you give it a score on Saturday or no?
I didn't
on Saturday. It was,
No, we didn't do score.
good question, but it's a 5 for me.
Okay.
Definitely 5.
Damn, 5 across the boards, man. That's pretty good.
The only thing, you know, the thing with the Sharon Carter is like, in the comics, she's really supposed to be Captain America's shorty. It's not even supposed to be Peggy Carter. It's Sharon Carter is supposed to be with Cap. So it's kind of weird the MCU like flipped it and made it like, you know, his whole thing being with Peggy Carter or whatever like that.
Isn't it? I could be wrong, but wasn't Sharon Carter like tied to like Nazis and shit like that too? Like she wasn't like all great either.
I don't really know her backstory like that. I just know she was an agent like he was.
I think she ended up being like a Skrull or working for somebody. It was something because she ended up trying to kill him in the Civil War joint. So yeah, she was on some twisted shit in the comics.
Yeah, even in the MCU, she did some like she had some questionable decisions as well, like hiring Zola and all this extra shit, like mad shit. You know what I mean? Like shit that she could have like not entertained.
But I would say I like with the series though that how they expanded like Bucky's and Falcon's relationship or Cap now. Captain relationship, like
I can see that. I could watch that shit all day. Keep that
before,
shit.
Before it was a rivalry. Before it started off as a rivalry, like and they didn't really understand why they were like not disliking each other. You think they wanted to be under the Cap side, and then you know, it took like Bucky like opening up to Sam and saying that, you know, basically like he doesn't feel like he's worthy and shit like that. So it made Sam kind of look at himself and ease up on Bucky. Because if you see, he's the one that gives Bucky the advice on how to like finish his like last thing on the book list that he's supposed to do, where he can finally tell the old man what happened, whatever like that. And Sam's the perfect guy for Bucky too, because he's a person that counsels like soldiers in crisis and stuff like that. So It was weird that they were beef with each other. I'm just happy they finally, like, you know, in the show they showed them coming together and they're fixing it. And now that he showed that he got Sam's back and everything. Plus, another thing I want to touch is the shield and Bucky. You can see that shield is life for Bucky, bro. Like, when they were going after U.S. agent to get that shield back, and he was like, "Yo, you don't want to do this." And Bucky looks down at the shield, and is like,
"Yeah,
yeah."
He said it. He said yo, this shield is like the only thing I have left in my life.
Yeah, he said it's the closest thing the family he's got.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, this inanimate object has so much for him. So like, yeah, so he fought hard for this shit. Yo, if they for the part 4, keep that shit. I know they probably won't, but keep that shit in Louisiana. I love the New Orleans aesthetic. I love that he got to go home. That's his actual hometown.
Right.
And I love that shit. I love the dynamic with his sister. I love that Bucky, you know, that they had that kind of like flirting shit. And he was looking around like, the fuck you being flirting with my sister, you know, like what the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? You better stay with my sister, have Clive cut you up. Cut you up and throw you in the ocean.
Yeah, like I love that. So I hope that we can get like that aspect back, and hopefully he gets to recruit this dude, his grandson. Elijah, and getting what do you call it, Joaquin to be the new Falcon. Yeah,
that'd be dope.
He gave him the wings. He said, "Here, fix it.
Word.
Do what you can." Yep. So what's
and I got some Wakanda wings now, baby.
We got some Wakanda wings.
Just to add on to that real quick, another thing that on top of Red was saying about their relationship, another thing that I got from it, you know what I'm saying? This is another thing about, just my personal real life, but as a man, and this is not to complain or anything, and I don't know, because I haven't really spoken to you guys on this level, but it's just certain things as a man, you start to realize what's going on in society. It's like, you almost realize there are certain things that you have to do. It's your responsibility no matter what. And not to say that you need to be praised for it, but it's almost like you don't get a recognition or acknowledgement for certain things. And for me personally, and for people that I talk to, it's like us as men, it's like we do a lot, and we really don't, our culture, we really don't believe in therapy like that. So it's like, I also appreciated what I've found in my later age now. It's like having those people close to you, or having another man close to you that you can actually open up and be yourself and talk to and express feelings and express things too, that'll be able to give you some feedback and help you move on. Because a lot of us like keep this shit bottled up, and it's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that I feel like was also a part of just a show. But I feel like that's something we can also take as, grown men, is that us on this show, like, besides just talking about the things that we like, we need to be able to have people that we could talk to be able to get through this thing we call life, man. Because it is kind of crazy out here sometimes. So that's another thing I appreciated, that I felt like was very realistic about the connection and their relationship towards the end of it.
Yeah. Yep. 100%. You got to make sure that mental health is something that we talk about, and us as a group, even with dealing with the loss of our friend that took his own life, we understand, like, people sometimes like suffer in silence, right? We didn't know that Melvin was going through no shit, right? We didn't see it. He out of all of us, he was the one that was the most happiest. His energy was his energy was obnoxious at times. Like, yo, chill the fuck out. You at a 10. We need you to be at a 3. You know what I mean? So it comes in all shapes and sizes. So we just don't know, But it's always good to always make sure that your friends are good, even if it's people that you really don't necessarily like, and that you're at work. Just ask. A simple like, yo, how's your day going? Goes a long fucking way. You know what I mean? Like, there be times where I be like really going through some shit, and I be wanting someone to tell me, yo, is everything okay? Because I'll tell you, like, how I wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm good. And I'll tell you, You know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm going through. Like, I want you to understand, like, things like that really help people kind of like get through the day to like, just simple, like basic human decency.
Common decency, yeah.
Yeah, like, you know what I
Courtesy,
mean? It's just
common
like,
courtesy, right?
no one's asking for a handout. We're just asking, like, hey, listen, just make sure people are okay. I always make sure that everyone's okay around me. Like, hey, everything's good. Like, you know what I mean? I always do that, regardless if I like you or don't like you. You know what I mean? I never want somebody to hurt themselves because they made a permanent decision that is temporary. You know what I mean? Like a temporary decision that would make it permanent.
Right.
So, yeah, man, we have to check on our peoples, man. But yeah, this show definitely kind of like tackles that aspect. You know what I mean? Like Bucky's really going through some shit, and Sam really giving that tough love. You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes tough love, bro. You just can't be. Sometimes you gotta be candid with people and just tell people, hey, listen. Because if you just enable, like, everything's good, like just kind of like gloss over everything, gloss over the signs and shit like that, like then you wonder why when something happens, like, oh man, he was fine. I didn't question anything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You always got to kind of look at things at a different lens. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it was a good show, man, and it definitely was playing with my emotions towards the end too. So 5 out of 5. So we got homework. We got homework for next week, man. We gotta pick another show. I know we are trying to like avoid WandaVision, but what else? What else is out there? What else is out there? Help me. There's another one. We can't do Moon Knight again.
Yeah,
I can't.
I ain't watching that shit again.
That's too fresh. Yeah.
Moon Knight is too fresh. What else is out? I feel like there's other things.
Nah, I think
Loki.
that's it. We gotta do it.
You guys did Loki already.
We did Loki.
Yeah, we did. It was the first week.
So the only thing left is WandaVision, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, which we're not gonna do. Those are too recent, and Hawkeye.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
right.
Hawkeye.
Okay, so all right, I'm gonna do WandaVision, right? But I'm not making this like mandatory, right? If I can't get through the first 2 episodes, then we're not gonna talk about shit. Unless we all collectively go through it, because I don't think I can make it through the second episode, guys.
I think you could do it if you binge it.
Let's see. Let's give it a go. Because if we become
turn it on, get that grandma pizza.
Get the grandma pizza, turn it on. Yeah, get some pizza, chill, watch it. Let's see what happens. If it ends up fucking flipping a switch and like, holy shit, this is great, then we'll deal with that next Friday, episode 96. 96.
Woo, close. Woo.
So I think, do we have anything coming out next week? I mean, it's gonna be a dry. It's gonna be a dry week because I think we got Hulk. She-Hulk is August. I think August 11th, some shit like that. I know we got Lightyear on Disney Plus on the 2nd or 3rd of that's next week. So we could definitely talk about Lightyear. I really want you guys to watch Lightyear. I can't wait for you guys to watch Lightyear. You guys are gonna love it.
Because next weekend is Evo Evolution. I might be watching that. So.
Oh, okay.
But you know what Evo is? It's like the Super Bowl of fighting game tournaments.
And when is that?
It's next weekend. The 5th, the 6th, and the 7th.
Okay, all right.
A whole bunch of you can watch it on Twitch. Twitch TV. They have like the Evo channels you can watch it. A bunch of games like Street Fighter or Combat. They're probably gonna have the Smash Brothers, whatever new fighting games are out too. They're gonna have that shit on there too. Marvel vs. Capcom, much of that shit.
All right, that sounds like a plan. So yeah, man. So we gotta.
I personally, I mean, I'll ask y'all. I mean, since you said it's gonna be dry, I was personally about to like start a rewatch. Like I was about to restart everything from Iron Man and run back through. I don't know if y'all want to do that, but what do y'all think about that?
You know what I want to do one day?
We got to start right.
I want to take you know what I want to do one day? I want to like take a day off. And I want to do the freaking Marvel recap where they start you off with the one movie, and then they keep going and going till you reach up to the current movie,
Did they do that in theaters?
Yeah,
Wasn't it like 2 days long?
yeah. I want to do that. I want.
Oh my
I
God.
want to do that shit. Yeah, bro. Like, you're gonna fall asleep. You gotta pick a good movie to fall asleep to. So I think Eternals is probably the good movie to fall asleep to.
They have a feature on Disney Plus where you can watch things in order,
Yeah.
and it plays it straight like binge. It'll keep
Yeah.
playing all day once you select it. But that's a lot of content.
That is a
I mean,
lot of content.
I can do it, but damn, the first movie. I mean, I think the first movie is considered to be they changed it right to change it to Captain Marvel, but they changed it to
Time wise, the first movie.
It should be the first Avenger. Yeah.
Captain America: First Avenger is time wise the first movie, and then I think Incredible Hulk. No,
Captain America.
Iron Man comes before.
Iron Man and then Incredible Hulk.
Man.
Iron Man pops up in the end of Incredible Hulk. So yeah, Iron Man and then Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, I forgot about those two. Yeah, I could do that. I mean, let's get through WandaVision. What we're gonna do is, all right, so we're gonna start watching WandaVision, right? Until Wednesday. If we can't get through it to Wednesday, then we're going straight to the Marvel binge watch. Then whatever. Let's see how far we can get into, and then we talk about on next episode how far we got within the timeline. It's not a race. We're gonna see where we're at starting Wednesday if WandaVision doesn't pan out. Which I feel like it's
straight talking though. It's like there's no.
Oh, my kneecap.
There's no action until like the last.
It is talking. It is talking, but remember the first 2 episodes are like 20 minutes each. So like it's gonna be gone quick, and then it's gonna go straight to like the meat and potatoes, which I'm hoping. And I really don't remember a lot of dialogue, so it's gonna be feeling like it's gonna be new.
You know why you don't remember? Because your brain tends to block out trauma. So when you witness this shit, your brain tends to block out trauma. So
you're not lying, bro.
It took all that shit that you saw and just threw it out your head like, nah, we do not need to keep this. We're gonna put it right next to the Eternals outside the brain, right here. Like, yo, we do not need to remember anything.
You speaking hot fire right now, bro.
We don't need to remember anything that happened in this show, bro. Because ain't shit happened until like the last 2 episodes.
We definitely fill y'all in next Friday. We'll let you know where we at. And
y'all better like and subscribe because I'm torturing myself this week for y'all. Yo. Y'all better like, subscribe, hit that damn notification button, yo.
Word,
I'm torturing myself this week for y'all, bro. Like,
yep, absolutely, man. But yeah, man,
how much I dislike WandaVision. They know. Watch the replays, yo.
We're doing this for you.
Wouldn't it be a pleasant surprise if we come back Friday and Red is in love with the series?
Listen, you'll be pleasant. I'll be pleasant.
I think he's gonna like it.
If that's the case, yo.
I like it.
Yo, if he comes on my that shit right there, when he does this shit, yo,
it was worth it.
If he says he gives it because I don't think he gave it a 4 or 4.5. I think it was a 3. Yeah, right.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna hedge my bet. I think he's gonna give it at least a 4 or better.
Yeah, we're gonna do that shit, man. But once again, man, we're gonna wrap up today's episode 95. We appreciate y'all for stopping by, being interactive. Some of y'all, we need y'all to be more talkative on this shit, man, because this is a live show. We want y'all to talk. Give us some questions. Get involved. Because once you get involved, then then the show kind of like we talk about what you guys want to talk about. So, anyways, man, if you guys haven't done so, like Red said, please like and subscribe. Because WandaVision is definitely going to test us this week. Yeah, man, we'll be back next week, same time, same place, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and that's it, man. We out here, man. Untitled Live. Peace out, y'all.